It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, July 9th, 2024, and we are coming to you live. How's everybody doing today?
Good. Woo.
We're still down Gio. Gio's not back till Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, it must be nice.
Oh, what a bummer.
Taking off all this week and then all next week? Great.
I think that was inconvenient planning time for him.
It's a lot of burgers.
His wife is a teacher, so they can only really do things during the summer. You know what I mean? Like, go away.
Summer's like 3 months.
So why do you hate Gio?
I don't need you.
You're right over there, Mike? Oh.
I am. I've already made a joke about Gio, but
Your mic's been on the whole time.
yeah, my mic has been on here the whole time.
I swear to God. I haven't touched anything. What was your Gio joke?
I don't know now.
Oh, my bad.
It happened
Sorry.
like 38 seconds ago. How am I supposed to remember?
Your mic was on. I
Okay.
promise.
Yeah, I don't know. I said something,
Oh.
and then you didn't respond, and that's when I was like,
Carmen,
Wow.
I see the Carmen turn happening right now.
what?
I remember when everybody used to love you and then they hated you. They're back to loving you again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Like,
no one ever really hated me. There was one person.
No, I don't really mean hate you. I mean
Yeah.
like they love you and everybody's like, oh, Carmen, she's so cute, her laugh and she's fun and blah blah blah. Then you put a hot picture of Carmen up and guys are like, I don't know why she's so. Everybody says she's hot. She's not that hot. Blah, blah, blah. And then like all
what
negative.
happened to her?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Then I put up a clip yesterday of when that guy called and said that he hated you on the phone, and you just tore him apart. And now people are like loving Carmen again. They're like, woo!
Which I do appreciate the support. And I don't know if I told you guys this on air. I don't know if I told you guys this. He called back and he did apologize.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he just
Pussy.
said that.
Yeah.
He said that he had some family things going on
Right.
in his life and he just wasn't handling it well and he took it out on me.
Mhm.
And he was sorry. He even offered to buy me breakfast.
Wow.
Like, Uber eats me breakfast. Yeah, very sweet, very nice. And I was like, it's totally fine. I get
Carmen,
it.
it's a
And-
trap. He was going to buy you breakfast, and then he's going to be like, fat. He took breakfast.
Yeah. That's all she wanted was food
Yeah.
the whole time.
Sabotage.
He's just taking pictures on Footbone TV. Look at her eating it.
I don't care. It's delicious. No, I did not take him up on it. I meal prepped so hard on Sunday.
So hard.
So I got a lot of food in my fridge that I have to eat.
Really?
And it's actually healthy. So, it's, yeah.
You know what I ate last night for dinner? Sashimi.
Ooh.
You need to
Okay.
eat a whale's amount of sashimi before you're full.
Yeah.
Did you
mean-
eat any rice? Because that's the one with the piece of fish and and the rice, right?
No, that's
It's
sushi.
just
I just
fish.
had sashimi and just the fish.
So Chad did that because, Ian talked about doing the carnivore diet
Right.
yesterday. Chad and I did that for a month last year. And he started it before I did. And he stayed strong. He did not stray
Right.
at all. We went to sushi and I was like, give me everything. And he did the sashimi and we ended up spending double the amount for
That's
half
the
of it
thing.
because it's just fish. And by the end of it, we got home and he made a steak. And I was
Yeah.
like, you
Oh.
son of a bitch.
You got to
Yeah.
go to all you can eat.
Yeah, but even that, I went to
Yeah.
all you can eat lunchtime a couple of days ago to the sashimi thing, and even that, they're like, you only get 3 types of fish, and really, if you start telling them at the 4th time that you want some more, they're like, come on.
Yeah, they
Not
take
worth
really
it.
long
Yeah.
to bring it to your table.
Yeah, it
and
was
like,
not
oh,
good.
your time's up.
I go to this place that's in Clearwater. It's called Umami, Umami, and they have all you can eat. But they only do the sashimi at dinner. But it's well worth it because I'll go and I'll just pig out for an hour.
There is a umami over here as well.
Yeah, I've been to that one.
Obviously, common name, but I don't know whether they're related, whatever. But yeah, that one's good. That one's really good because
yeah.
That's my favorite spot.
I would get that on Uber Eats, and that's good. Yeah.
Anyway, Carmen, today is day 2 with no coffee.
For you?
Yes, but by choice. Like I kind of felt like I didn't really want it anymore.
Okay.
But I got to be honest, right now I'm itching a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Well, just remember, you have like a $5,000 state-of-the-art coffee machine in your house.
That's true.
Yes, Carmen. I feel like Carmen comes in here when nobody's home and takes inventory of everything we have.
Nope,
It's 11 refrigerators. It's a
Carmen, that would be,
coffee machine.
you're always talking about, side hustle and doing this. You could be like a forensic, whatchamacallit?
Specialist?
Information taker.
No. The
Photographer.
forensic, they go through
Scientist.
accountant. Forensic
Oh.
accountant, yes. Jeez. couldn't get it out. Yeah, you could do that and then just go through Mike's house and add up all the stuff and tell him how rich he is.
There's already one CPA in the family. Can't be two.
Yeah, CFO, baby.
All right.
But anyway, it's not that I do it. Robert Kelly does it, and he goes on and on about your coffee maker. That it's in Delta lounges. It's in all these high price. But listen. I listen to Robert Kelly.
Yeah, but I need to make. I can't have a hot. I don't want a hot coffee. I want iced coffee.
You know what's so funny is my wife drinks iced coffee all the time or cold brew.
Right.
Are those the same thing or those two?
No, they're different things. But
So,
cold brew is
cold
stronger.
brew. Yeah, okay. Because I would get her iced coffee. She'd be like, "Give me a coffee," and I tell her, "I go, please be specific. Tell me exactly what you want." But then I realized cold brew is the other thing. But anyways, so she drinks that all the time. So I was like, we had one of the Keurig ones at home, and she wanted a new thing, and I go, yeah, that's fine. Let me look up. So I looked the best one, best. On every list, it was number 1 or number 2. You know what it was? What? Mr. Coffee. That was $19. No lie. It was they rated the best one on all of them and stuff. She uses it all the time. It's fantastic.
I like the pods because they clean themselves and it just goes away and it's easier. But I have never used the one that we have here. I know what it is.
I was gonna say, I bet your coffee maker does iced coffee.
Yeah,
like, iced coffee, like because those makers do it. And if you have that nice of one that Robert Kelly says you do, which you do,
I need a lesson.
But also, is there a big difference between making regular coffee and putting it in the fridge for a while, and then whenever you want it, you just pour it out of a pitcher?
No, if you make a pitcher of it, put it in the fridge. No,
okay,
I could do that. That's what Starbucks does. Starbucks makes a big pitcher and they just keep it in their refrigerator.
Yeah. I'm doing tea.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not gay.
Green tea. Green tea and local honey.
Tea's good.
Yeah. I also do the chicken broth. I love the chicken, the little cubes, the hard little rocks.
The bouillon
that you put in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's tons of sodium, but
like instead of
delicious.
tea, like you're just drinking like soup.
Yeah.
Broth? Okay.
Oh, I love it. And it's like it's literally sometimes you're kind of hungry, but you're not even hungry. So I just have some chicken broth, and I'm like, oh, that's nice.
That's delicious.
Well, so instead of doing that, what's actually really good for you is the bone broth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got to season it a little bit.
Yeah,
but
bone broth doesn't taste as good.
No, but if you did bone broth with one of those chicken cubes, because at least the bone broth has protein in it, so you're not just drinking salt. You know,
Carmen, I'm going to give you a. Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I'll try that out.
Oh. So what are you getting, breakfast today? Just kidding.
I got to tell you, I got something coming up in news that's food related that I think you're going to be excited about.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
And today's the day for
baby.
We do have food coming in on Friday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 3 brothers just came to us.
Hell yeah.
They asked if Carmen was here. I think that depended on the amount of food they were going to bring.
What they bring.
Is she coming here or no?
No, I don't know.
Why
I don't
not?
think so.
You be the.
We
It's
can.
not the last Friday.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
We have hard
birthday.
and fast rules. Yeah, it's Spanish's birthday. Burger Guy will be back.
birthday.
Yeah, Burger Guy will be back. Yeah, it's my birthday.
Forgot about your birthday.
Why don't you see if Dizzy can run the board and do
Deal.
that?
I will
Spanish,
see.
what do you want for your birthday?
You're him now. You're him and Carmen. You made fun of him for doing that.
Listen,
and now
I
you're doing
know,
the same
but
thing.
I feel like Spanish is in a different position. Like he could tell me what he needs for his birthday.
I'll tell you what he wants for his birthday, and he's
What?
not going to say it to you. Cash.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but I thought that's kind of a cheesy gift. That's why I was asking.
Like, you still want gifts on your birthday. Like, as
nobody's-
much as you want
Listen,
money.
nobody's mad at cash.
Yeah.
Right. I get that.
If you gave me cash and then wrote me like a thoughtful card, that'd be nice.
Half of that could come true.
Well, it's a birthday request.
I'm not writing you a thoughtful card. I might let
I mean,
Hallmark
you asked
write
him
one
what
for
he
you.
wanted.
You did ask me what I wanted. And I'm
True,
telling
but I
you.
stopped at cash. That was good. You're not getting 2 gifts.
That's not 2 gifts. It's one.
Here's how you write the thoughtful card, though. You only have to write 3 things. You have the card, and it says all this stuff, and you just put Spanish,
Yeah.
and then you put from Mike.
Right.
God damn
That's
it.
fine. I said I'll let Hallmark write it.
Damn.
Can I tell you what you can do?
Oh,
and
yeah,
they'll
yeah.
do this?
Put some bone broth in his face.
Yeah. No, say, go to Chat GBT.
Oh.
Say, write me a
No.
thoughtful card.
I don't want it to.
Coworker.
I don't
Yeah.
want him to have
Okay.
evidence of thoughtfulness.
I'm
Oh.
trying to help.
You are very thoughtful, which is why I think it's an easy request to write a thoughtful card.
Remember yesterday when you threw Ian under the bus for not paying Tom,
I did not.
and then he whipped it right back in your face?
I did not throw Ian
He
under
whipped
the
it
bus.
right back in your face when
I
he
did
came
not.
in here.
And he told fibs, and they were not true.
His butter is delicious. That's all I'm saying.
I have to tell you, that was second to the story of the
pot?
guy stealing the weed outside. Yeah, because you said. The minute you said butter and water, Ian's face lit up, and I went, "What could this be all about? What could this?" I was like, "Save this for the air. Something's going on."
I had no idea. I sat in the garage for like 4 hours wondering what the hell happened.
I
had
opened
no
my
clue.
refrigerator and stared at a stick of butter and wondered how people eat it straight.
It's delicious.
It's
It's delicious.
Yeah.
it's like eating salty glue.
No, what? First of all,
No.
you don't eat glue, you eat paste. And
Like, do you
paste
really
is also delicious.
Eat a chunk of butter?
Yeah.
and it's creamy.
Like I don't mean put it in something. I mean like just eat the butter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, I could see why people would think that's gross.
Yeah.
until you do it.
Yeah.
And then
No.
you're like, yeah, I want to eat more butter.
Listen, if I butter a piece of bread or a roll or something, I'm putting a lot of butter on there, but only because it could be sandwiched between something else. I'm not saying it's you're gross. The idea of it is just gross to me for some reason. I can't get past it.
When I was doing that diet, the whatever, I can't remember what it was, but when we were getting yelled at by the doctor, I was when I was like having to make a certain amount of calories and I wasn't hungry, I would just eat pieces of butter. Yeah. And it
That
was
can't be right.
it was really good. It was really good.
Feel like
My
you're
doctor has
wrong.
me on a strict diet of butter.
And then when I was like reintroducing bread into my diet, I
know,
would
I could
just take
feel
a
it.
big bite of butter and then just a little nibble of bread.
I could feel it in my mouth when you said it.
It's delicious.
It's not delicious.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
But
it's
also
nice.
the other thing is you got to remember it's good butter.
Yeah.
It's not like the Betty Crocker or whatever that comes
Country
in the,
crock.
Country
Yeah.
crock
Yeah.
that comes in the tub. Yeah, you're not just eating scoops of that.
Yeah.
What do you
That's-
eat then? Kelly
Kerrygold.
Kerrygold butter.
Kerrygold, Amish
butter,
roll
yeah.
butter is really good. Anything that's like grass fed that comes from grass fed cows, basically.
If you really want to church it up, you do a little butter and then you melt it just a little bit and throw some honey in there and mix it up.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Now
You're doing
making
too much
butter
stuff.
soup.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Butter
gosh, it is
Put a
just,
bouillon cube in there.
it is a delight.
I watched. Did you know it was Shark Week? Remember when Shark Week
course.
used to be a big deal?
Yeah.
And now it's like Shark
Well,
Week.
Shark Week was a big deal until that guy was in a foot of water and he was like, "Sharks never attack you
Yeah.
at this end," and bam.
Yeah. I saw a video of Clearwater Beach, and did you see it? With the shark just swimming through the people?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. It is shark season.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, that's where sharks are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're in the water.
Yeah, but
so-
everybody assumes they're out
but
really
you
far.
should assume that anytime you're getting in water down here in Florida, obviously if it's not a pond or a lake or something, it's probably a shark nearby. Be
Sharks
careful.
and gators, yeah.
Yeah.
In all the waters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's not sharks in it, there's gators.
What would you rather get bit by?
A shark or a gator?
Yeah,
Ooh.
A shark.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Shark will bite you and go.
Yeah.
Gators want to
maybe-
roll you around, drown you.
I don't know, but sharks are just taking stuff off
Yeah.
too.
But
Real
sometimes they
I
quick.
dip.
don't mind.
I did watch Shark Week last night, and it was pretty. I watched two things, and it was pretty amazing. One, they built a giant whale carcass, and they manufactured one in the belly. They made it like clear so that you can go in there, and the divers would go in there and go in the water, and then they were filming and testing sharks from the belly of the fake whale.
That's cool.
To which the sharks thought was a real whale and decided to attack it and
Yeah.
ripped its fin off. And they're like, "Oh, this is great! It's attacking." I'm like, "You're in there.
Yeah.
You're in there." And then last night they went in a cage and they went down, and I mean these sharks were 18 feet,
Oh,
18
no
feet
way.
great whites.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
in the
they
water.
were striking the cage, and and these people are like, "This is so exciting." I'm like, "You people are dumb."
Yeah.
This would be so exciting if they nicked one of you. I would love it. It was great.
That is one of those ones you can't explain away. Well, how did you get bit by the shark?
Yeah.
Oh, we built a giant whale carcass and we got inside to pretend like we were its guts.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
a shark came and bit. Well, you deserve that. You're an idiot.
They have some really good footage of the shark jumped up and ripped one of the fins off and then was tearing the fin apart in the water, and the shark was getting mad because it wasn't food, and the shark was pissed off.
That's the most amazing thing. Whenever they catch on video, whenever a shark comes up like for a seal or something and busts out of the water like it's a big giant missile with teeth.
That's what they were doing last night. So they put this giant fish on a line and they dropped it in where the sharks were. and the shark would swim around and then go after it, and then they pulled it up really quick, and they pulled it out of the water, so you see the shark, how high they would jump out of the water. It was pretty scary to watch.
Yeah.
The only thing that's scarier to me than that is when they have like the photos or videos or of people surfing or boogie boarding, and when the wave crests, you can see the giant dark shark in the background. You're just like, oh my god,
that's crazy.
Thanks. I'm going to the beach for a week next week.
Oh, you're gonna have a blast.
I don't like the beach. I don't like it because it's hot. And you're in the water, and you're like, "Oh, we're in the water. It's nice." Then you get out of the water, and you're immediately covered in sand and gross, and you feel that seawater on you, and I'm like, "This is good." And there's no service on this beach.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you're more of a cabana pool person.
100%.
That seems more because that way you don't have to deal with the sand. You can go. You're always near the sand, and you can go that if you want to. But otherwise, you can just and you got shade if you want. You got the TV there. You got drinks, everything else. Yeah, that's much better.
Yep. Yeah. I'm with you. Cabana pool guy is the way to go.
You got to call Morgan up and get him to hook you guys up.
Morgan did not have any cabanas. He just had the seats.
Yeah,
and I did not like it.
An attitude.
No, he was all right. It was my wife with the attitude. Yeah. I sent her that picture of that cake, and I said the one that said, "I'm sorry for what I did yesterday. It was 109 degrees out." And she goes, "I'm not sorry. I'm not doing that." I was like, "Oh boy, Yeah. Carmen.
1 second. Cernak and I are trying to figure something out.
What's
wow.
going on?
You guys are echoing here in studio, and I can't figure out where it's coming. Meow meow meow. So can you guys just keep talking?
No, bad thing.
Is it that? Okay.
Today.
Oh, hello.
Got it. So
Chris,
it is my camera
Oh.
or the
Way to go,
pad.
Joe.
Way to go.
Sorry,
Way to go,
everyone.
Joe.
Wow.
Thank you. I just couldn't figure it out because I was trying to listen to the show, but also try and follow the echo.
Carmen, tell Mike Cernak I said hi, and I know he's super busy, but if there's any chance, I'll try and text him later.
I got you. Yeah, we talked about that today.
Okay.
So I already did for you.
All right, thank you.
Do you know
You're
how
welcome.
Mike Cernak, our engineer, is only 27?
Wow.
Oh, man.
He
That
just
would
looks
be
like
so great.
he just looks worn out because of all the work he has to
Man.
do. You know?
That was a rough 27.
I will tell you, for you people who don't know, radio engineer has got to be the most stressful job.
Radio
One of
engineer has to be one of the most stressful jobs and one of the most almost all of them are exactly the same.
Engineers, what job? Yeah,
Radio engineers, everyone I've ever met are almost exactly the same.
they're very practical people.
Yeah.
They're very practical. They're smart but nerdy, but
And if you're friendly with them, it's great.
yes,
If you're just kind of acquaintances, you get a lot of that. A lot of that is a response.
It'll have to wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
But also, I'm going to tell you right now, I do not know a lot about computers. I know how to send emails, and that's about it. That's about where it ends. So whenever I talk to them and they go, "Well, did you do this? Whatever, restart it?" I go, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Can you do it?" And they
Stupid. Stupid.
remember Jimmy Fallon used to do the IT guy on Saturday Night? It's a lot of that. Move, and then let me get in here, and they do all this stuff. And I'm always absolutely amazed whenever they can remotely get on my computer and start doing stuff.
So scary.
Yeah.
Nothing's better than when I just look down and there's a mouse moving, and I'm not touching the mouse. And there's an arrow on my computer. Things are happening.
I don't like it.
Well, and I eat butter, and everything's much better.
Oh man, that butter's so good.
727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. I heard the promo this morning for the Imposters of Rock.
Yes.
Which Pitbull Toddler will be playing on.
Yeah.
Along with Slippery When Wet, the Bon Jovi cover band, and Neil Schon, whatever his name is. Neil Schon's son from Journey, who looks exactly like him. Have you seen him?
Yeah.
He shreds, and he looks exactly like him. I feel like, how do you feel about that? Like, is it cool that you're in a cover band of your dad's music, or is it kind of like, I don't know, because he does his own music.
Yeah, he does his own music, and Neil's still alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Journey's still doing very well. They're touring and doing all this
I think
stuff.
they're going to be okay.
But like I was saying with Jason Bonham, he goes out and does Zeppelin stuff, and it's, I mean, I think it's kind of cool, and it's a good gimmick.
I feel like Jason Bonham is a tribute to his father who died too early.
Right.
And was a legendary drummer.
Yes.
I feel like this guy is like, I didn't really want to go to college, so I'm just going to play my dad's music in a band.
Or is it he actually thinks his dad is cool? Like you always ask celebrities when their kids know that they're cool.
Yeah.
Like this kid has always thought his dad was cool.
His dad's always been cool.
His
Right.
dad has been cool since he was 15 years old,
Yeah.
and Carlos Santana would pick him up to go and jam because he played in Santana's band when he was like 16.
But that's what I'm saying. This kid grew up around it and actually like thrived in it and loved it and was like, my dad is cool. I want to be just like him. Oh, I can't. Guess what? I'm going to pay tribute to him.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I was watching Wolfgang Van Halen play yesterday. That kid is effortless in his talent. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's amazing, and how perfect he plays everything too. Like even whenever he did the Taylor Hawkins tribute and went out there and played Van Halen stuff, and he just nails it. I mean, it's so good.
I mean, that's got to be in your DNA, right? You don't just learn all of that.
Yeah, I would say there's definitely some DNA there, but it's also you're taking lessons from Dweezil Zappa and from Eddie's obviously showing you a bunch of stuff, and every guitar player idolizes your father, so they'll show you whatever you want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's definitely, but he's also an unbelievable drummer and bass player.
Yeah,
and he's a great singer. So he can do everything.
Just a little fatty.
Michael, we have a caller on line 1 you might want to check out.
Oh.
I feel like I don't want to check it out.
Okay, well, I could be wrong.
How is his leg? How is this caller's leg?
Hello?
It's like butter.
Ooh, eat that. Eat this stuff scraped off his leg.
What up, LT? You sound good.
I'm great.
I thought you were dying. They moved you to ICU.
No, I had a panic attack.
Oh. What were you worried about, Bobby Tiger?
No, sometimes I have panic attacks.
Okay, me too.
All right.
I'm out of ICU.
Do you love the hospital?
I love it here. Yeah, I do.
Right? It's nice and clean. Everybody's waiting on you. You get food whenever you want. They're taking care
You guys
of
are
you.
not going to believe this, but the other day I was in the hospital, and these two people from the hospital came up to me and said, "Are you Love Tiger?"
Oh.
So I think people from this hospital listen to this show.
Yeah, I would imagine that we're very popular.
When that happens, Love Tiger, just yell HIPAA and then roll over.
Do you know that happened to me? Years and years ago, I went to the emergency room. I ate an apple, and it was stuck in my chest, and I felt like I was having a heart attack. And I went to the emergency room, and my mother worked at the hospital at the time. And my mother goes, 2 nurses just came up to me in the hallway and said, "Your son's in the emergency room." And she goes, and I said to them, "You just violated his HIPAA." So LT, what's the plan? What's going on?
Well, I would be discharged very soon.
Oh no! What are you gonna do?
Do what the doctor said. Do the stuff 2 times a day.
No, I mean
antibiotics.
I'm talking about going back to living at home.
Well, I'm going to talk to the DCF person again.
And what they say, the DCF person?
They said they're going to ask questions about the house.
Okay, all right. Love Tiger was very adamant that I stop trying to fix the house and let DCF handle it.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
All right, I'm out. I'm just letting you know I'm out.
Okay.
From your direction, I'm out. I'm going to follow your direction.
Good luck with all the tigers that you have at the house.
There's no tigers in this house.
Yeah,
why do you keep
stop saying that
Sorry,
in Spanish?
He's told you a million times. No tigers, just him.
Now, so have you been getting visitors?
My mom is coming here every day after work.
Yep. Just checking on you?
Yeah.
Is she using the bathroom while she's there?
No.
She's stealing your Jello.
No.
Okay.
Are you using the bathroom while you're there?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. No more having to go in bags.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
What now will hey, how are your feet looking?
It's getting better every day.
Oh, not your
Go to the
legs.
doctors.
I'm talking about your feet, like your toenails and stuff.
They're getting better every day. They're getting cut. Now I can bend down more.
Oh, good. When I was a kid, my mother told me that you can't have skid marks in your pants because if you ever got an emergency and they had to look in your pants, you had skid marks. And that would scare the hell out of me. I didn't want anybody to see that, so I never had dirty pants. So I'm just saying, you should always cut your toenails just in case you go to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is all this equipment that I'm hooked up with right now.
Oh man, what are they doing to you?
I have a monitor on my heart, checking my heart rate.
Right. How's that been? Pretty good.
Yes.
Okay.
They come and check my blood pressure every other hour.
Right.
I have IV in my right arm.
Oh man.
They put Lasix and stuff like that in my arm.
Yeah. Get you peeing.
Yep.
Do they have a catheter in it, or do you have to get up and go to the bathroom?
I can get up and go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I can walk now.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. I feel like if it wasn't for us, you'd be
Dead.
You'd be dead.
Yeah, I'm very grateful that you told me to go to the hospital, and I went.
I'm very grateful that the pool guy drove you to the hospital.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
tell you something that I know you're not going to want to talk about?
Okay.
I'm very mad at Bobby Tiger and Ryan Tiger and Mama Tiger.
It's not Ryan. Brian.
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 All right. Don't yell at me. I'm very sensitive.
Sorry.
I'm mad at Bobby Tiger. I'm mad at Brian Tiger, and I'm mad at Mama Tiger for not taking better care of you.
And I'm upset. How do you think I feel?
Yeah, I do. I feel your pain.
You think I want to live in a house like that? Absolutely not.
I know, and you don't deserve that. You deserve better.
I know I deserve better.
Yeah. Well, I hope you get out.
I hope so too.
What if they want to put you like in an assisted living place? That sounds like a pretty good deal, right?
Right?
And then you walk
The problem
around.
is I don't have Medicaid or Medicare though.
But
so.
you will apply. You will get it if you apply for it.
Later this morning, I'll be calling to find out about that.
Yeah, you probably should have somebody call for you.
No, I have a phone in my room now. I could call myself.
Oh, all right. I'd love to hear that conversation. Well, maybe the DCF lady will help you.
She's a nice person.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I'm glad you're doing better, Love Tiger.
Yes, sir.
When do you get back on the radio?
Hopefully, I need some rest before I do that.
All right, I got you. It takes a lot out of you. I feel you.
Yes.
Now, are you in a room by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. How's that hospital? Pretty busy?
Not the floor, not the section I'm in. No.
No. What about any good-looking nurses?
There's a couple.
Oh man. You know the nurses, they like to scope out the patients.
I don't know that.
Yeah. Get it, Love Tiger, get it. Your pickup line should be, "Hey, you want to see the before and after pictures of my leg?"
No.
Oh yeah.
Do you think are we still gonna do big cat rescue?
Dumb cat.
Dumb cat rescue. Yeah.
Dumb cat, yeah. Putting my face on a shirt.
I mean,
like a tiger.
I mean, I don't know. Since you don't want us to fix up the house anymore, really, we're raising money for nothing.
But I like Galvin's idea.
What was the idea?
It was
To put my face as a tiger and put my face on a shirt. Dumb cat rescue.
Yeah. Oh, you just want the shirt. You don't even care about the money.
No, I care about the money.
But we were raising money to fix the house. I mean, I guess it could go to medical bills, or I don't know whether he pays or we pay. Or
We're paying for it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I guess.
Well, we'll talk about
But the food here is great too.
I bet it is. You're the only one saying that in the whole hospital. I guarantee you. What do you eat?
Like this morning, my breakfast this morning will be scrambled eggs, potatoes, and toast.
Oh man.
And a coffee.
Nice.
This poor guy. If you're loving hospital food, man, it must have been terrible. Like, what would you normally eat at home?
Air fried stuff in the air fryer.
Like what? Like you get up in the morning on a Tuesday morning at home. What would you make?
I would make English muffins.
That's it.
All right.
And a coffee.
No eggs.
He'd have an English muffin with some of the black mold off the. Just put it right on there. Oh yeah.
Any of that leg butter you put on there?
Oh, no.
So you don't have any eggs at the house?
Yes, I do.
All right. Listen, I'm
But
concerned.
sometimes I don't feel like eggs.
All right.
Sometimes I have a bagel with a cream cheese. I have that in the morning.
Not cream
Yeah,
cheese.
it's not. It isn't.
Not Galvin.
Galvin.
Cream cheese.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Calvin.
Sorry.
Tigers only
I
eat
don't-
cream cheese.
So I just wanted to call in and give you an update.
Well, I'm
All
glad
right.
you're doing better. You sound a lot better, and I'm glad you're not going to die.
I don't want to die.
I don't know.
I want to live on this planet for a few more years.
A few more. You got a few more ahead of you
Yes.
before the black mold takes over your lungs.
Okay. So this is LT. I'm out.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
and he hangs
There you
up.
go.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Signed off and
See you
everything.
later.
I like new LT. New LT is
Man.
he's very assertive. He knows what he wants. And hey, ladies, if you're listening in the hospital up there in Spring Hill, he's single.
That's right.
So if you're wondering, if you're like, what is that that piece of work over there. Is he taking? He must be taking. He's not. Believe it or not, he's single.
Yeah, that's right.
Feel free to make your move.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. We got Sporcle. When we come back, Carmen will tell you what we have to give away, and we'll do it next. This is the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I don't understand. Where do you go? Where do you go during the breaks?
I'm not sure you want to know about this one.
Ugh. Were you in the bathroom?
Oh, yeah.
Why can't you poop at your own house?
Oof, it's not as nice. The seat isn't heated. Not as much room
Get a
spread
heated
out.
seat.
No. Why
You're
would I do
grossing
that?
me out.
I got
You
a
really
heated
are.
seat here. Why am I?
You've been gone the entire break and just crapping in my house.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was a difficult battle.
Disgusting.
It should not take that long.
No.
Well, you know, I like to doom scroll. I like to catch up on my reading.
Yeah, maybe don't do it during the show. We
I
got
like to
stuff
mess
we're
around.
working on for the next break, and we're like, "Where's Spanish?" Nobody knows. Joe denied you.
Oh yeah.
Joe,
What were you guys?
Joe was like, "I don't know. I don't know what he's doing."
What were you guys working on?
You missed it.
I missed it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I'm
slipped
sorry.
through the cracks now.
it did.
Yep.
The poopy cracks.
Joe,
Yes, Michael.
has there been any talk about the possible love between Teabag and Tom,
No,
Mom the Tree Man?
no, there has not. There's not been any discussion.
Is she not
So-
interested?
Well, I didn't really ask her. I didn't bring it up.
I think you should.
Oh, do you
I feel
really?
like there's an opportunity there.
All right. Well,
And then
I will-
also, what else? There was something else that was. Tom said you guys should put Love Tiger in the garage.
Oh,
You
no,
could probably
Michael,
get some money from the state from.
Yeah.
Michael, we use that garage almost every day.
I know, well, for smoking weed.
Well, yeah, and drinking and hanging out.
I like the garage.
Yeah, the garage is nice.
Yeah,
It's air conditioned.
Mhm.
yep.
You know?
It's a nice little garage.
Yeah.
Right.
It's got a little
And-
desk in the corner.
I imagine that we're probably going to do some rehearsing over there at some point.
We need to.
Okay.
What were you say, Carmen?
I was gonna say, and now the fact that Spanish has moved on, maybe it's time for Sweet and Low to move on
What do you mean?
because you guys used to date and lay in the hammock together.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Hmm.
Well, you know, some love never dies, Carmen.
Yep, that's true.
You got that hammock love. That's serious.
Jesus. All right, Carmen. What do we have to give away today?
Okay, so we have tickets for Journey and Def Leppard, the Doobie Brothers, Sammy Hagar, New Kids on the Block, Jake Paul versus Mike Perry, 30 Seconds to Mars, and pull up the email.
What about Cowboy
Bu-
Bob DJ and the
Nope, that's what's on the email. Bud Light Backyard Tailgate for Morgan Wallen.
yeah. Don't forget DJ Cowboy Bob.
Oh,
That commercial's like, it's been Cowboy Bob spinning the tunes. You're like, all right, cool.
Thanks, Cowboy Bob.
Thanks, Cowboy Bob. Like it made it like people were gonna go, oh, Cowboy Bob is there. We should go over there.
Hell yeah. Let's check
They
out Cowboy
might.
Bob.
You're
yeah,
not in the,
I'm not in the cowboy
country
community.
scene.
No, I am
Yeah.
definitely not. I am definitely not. All right, let's give it away right now with a little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. I don't like when my watch tells me it's time to stand. It's time for you to stand.
Yeah.
You stand. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Gio out again. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right, today we were playing 3 songs, 1 singer. Very simple. I'm going to give you a list of 3 songs. You're going to give me the artist
All right.
that sang them all. Okay?
Now, what do we got? Galvin won yesterday.
Correct.
And I have the rule.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, your first one. You ought to know.
Oh, that's
Ironic.
Morissette.
Galvin. Walking on Broken Glass. Love Song for a Vampire. Into the West. Walking on Broken Glass. Love Song for a Vampire. Into the West.
Fine Young Cannibals.
Fievel.
I have no idea.
Annie Lennox.
Oh, yeah. We knew that.
Yep.
The Way We Were. Woman in Love. Evergreen.
Deanne Warwick.
The
Barbra
Way We
Streisand.
Were. Yeah.
Makes more
Mike
sense.
Calta. Ain't No Sunshine.
Withers.
Bill Withers.
Yes, Spanish. I don't know. Is that what you said?
Yeah, he said Withers.
Okay, Spanish. What About Us? I Want to Be Down. The Boy Is Mine.
Paul Abdul.
Janet Jackson.
Brandy.
Brandy. Mike Calta. Summer of 69.
Brian Adams.
Mike Calta. Havana. Never Be
Cardi
the
B.
Same. Shameless.
Cabello.
Mike Calta. You're So Vain. Nobody does
Simon.
it better. Galvin, Peace Train, Moon Shadow,
Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, that's
Father and Son.
That's
Peace Train, Moon Shadow, Father and Son.
what is his name?
That is.
Yusuf Salam. That's his name. Oh, I know.
Cat Stevens.
But I
Cat
mean-
Stevens.
I mean, that is his name.
That is his name. But
He-
Cat
That's
Stevens
not his-
recorded those songs.
Yeah.
Not his artist.
Sound in love.
Oh, I love all three of those songs. Oh, no, the peace train.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Sinatra.
Oh, wait. What did
Galvin said Demar, and I said Sinatra.
So did I.
Galvin is correct?
Yeah.
Dean Martin.
That's a Dino song. Come on.
Damn it.
Sorry, not sorry. Confident. Heart attack.
Queen.
Ariana Grande.
Sorry, not sorry. Confident.
Oh, I know it now.
Heart attack.
Is Taylor Swift.
Demi Lovato.
Damn.
That would have been correct. No point.
She gets any fatter, she's gonna have a heart attack.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel love. She works hard for the money. Hot stuff.
Donna Summer.
Mike Calta. A tisket, a tasket. Cry me a river. Cheek to cheek.
Timberlake.
A tisket, a tasket. Cry me a river.
I lost my
Cheek
little
to
bastard.
cheek.
Tom Jones.
I don't know.
Ella Fitzgerald. The Fat Man. Ain't that a shame? Blueberry Hill.
Fats Domino. Ain't that a shame?
And Pap Pap. We're halfway there.
Gio is not on the board. Spanish has a single point. Galvin with 3. Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 6.
All right.
Okay, we are playing 3 songs, 1 singer. Here we go. Your next one, I Will Survive.
Gainer.
Mike Calta. Deo. Island in the Sun. Jump in the Line.
That is Belafonte.
I'm like
Like-
Barry. It's not
Yeah,
Barry.
right?
I know it's not Barry.
It's
Barry,
Banana Guy.
Barry Belafonte would be a good name.
No. Talk dirty. In my head. What you say?
Imogen
Zombies.
Heap.
No. Damn it.
Timberlake.
No. Jason Derulo.
Oh, yeah.
Bust your windows. Need you bad. Pick up your feelings. Bust your windows. Need you bad. Pick up your feelings.
Gretchen Wieners.
No idea.
Me either.
Jasmine Sullivan.
That's not even a person.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's you're
That's
lying.
a tea that Galvin drinks.
Your body is a wonderland.
Brad.
Mayor.
Mayor.
Other M name.
Galvin. Royals. Tennis court.
Lord.
Mike Calta. Chains. Jealous. Close.
Jonas Brothers.
Joe Jonas.
Nick Jonas.
Yeah.
My Spanish. Your next one. The Hammer song. Where have all the flowers gone? Turn, turn, turn.
The Birds.
The Hammer song. Where have all the flowers gone? Turn, turn, turn.
The Tigers.
Pete Seeger is what I was looking for. And Pat Pat.
Thank God.
We're on the last. Sorry.
Spanish has 2. Galvin has 4. Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 9.
Oh.
Anyone's game.
All right. 3 songs, 1 singer. Last 3. Here we go. Stay with me. Writings on the wall.
Stewart.
Dancing with a stranger.
What's-
Stay with me. Writings on the wall.
Sam Smith.
Spanish. Hands to myself. Love you like a
Georgia
love
Satellite.
song. Lose you to love me.
Wait. Say it again.
Hands to myself. Love you like a love song. Lose you to love me.
21 Savage.
Baby.
Selena Gomez.
That's it.
Big old hands.
And
So good.
and your last one. Feels so good. Love is your name. Red, white, and you.
Toby Keith.
LMFAO.
Feels so good. Love is your name. Red, white, and you.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Steven Tyler.
Oh.
Oh.
Not Aerosmith.
Nope.
No.
That's why we've never heard of him.
Your final score: Spanish with 3 points, Galvin with 4, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 9.
I'm always worried during the break you're pooping and reading Sporcle.
Oh.
Oh, definitely
could be.
pooping. Yeah. And cleaning that bowl.
All right, folks. Today we're gonna say how great I am in a rhyme
Uh-huh.
and how much we miss Gio.
Oh, we're just
Okay.
making up new stuff now? You can't change the
No.
rule.
What's the
you
rule?
gotta do the rule.
Tell me what the rule is. If you don't know the rule, we
that
don't
was
do
the
it.
rule.
No, that was not the rule.
How do you know?
I know what the rule is.
Then what is the rule?
I'm not telling you. You have to know what
I
the
already
rule
know
is,
what the rule
otherwise
is.
we don't do it.
All right.
I don't know that was a rule.
No, yeah, that totally is.
And
You're
go.
not changing the rules. That's not how it goes. You make a rule and then you have that rule.
Okay.
And then if you want other stuff, you have to win more and then add more rules.
Yeah.
But if you don't know what the rule is,
The rule was you had to write a song about
we
me.
would write it.
We had to perform a song about me and how great I was. So if that's all you want to do, that's fine.
How?
How what?
What was the song to?
What do you mean? What was it?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Was it to?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe you should tell me.
No. Why would I tell you?
If you don't tell me, then we got to make up a new rule.
No.
Integrity.
Integrity.
Yeah, there is no
We've
integrity
had
on this
this.
show.
We had this happen before. You have to know your own rule. If you don't know your own rule, we can't do it.
I don't recall that ever being in the rules.
Does everybody remember that?
He is being honest about that,
I do
Michael.
remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, then we don't do it. What do we have coming up in news?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know what the rule
I
is.
don't remember that either, yeah. I remember we sing something.
But
then we-
there was
Like
it
a
was like
cadence,
to a
right?
song. Yeah.
Mike.
Mike. No, all right. What do you want to do? We can do it. What do you want to do?
Rhyme it and then Gio's.
You're
we miss
great.
him.
Gio's gone.
Yes, you missed Gio.
Okay.
All right. What are we doing? Line for line? How are we going to do this?
You care?
You know,
Yeah, we can go line for line.
All right. I'll try and give you something that you want to. You want to start so I can rhyme it, or do you want to?
No, you go. You go. You
All
go.
right. Mike is really great.
Look at how he never hates.
Gio isn't here.
And we miss him because he's such a sweet dear.
you had a
EAR.
perfect opportunity to call him a
Slash-
queer.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Slash
we're
probably
supposed to-
drinking beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, excellent job. Thank you very much.
You're
All
welcome.
right, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, regrets, fat attack, and dangle it just a little bit.
Regrets was the first one?
Regrets.
All right, I have no regrets. All right, Galvin is your news. We'll take a quick break, come back, diving right into that next. It's a Mike Calta Show. Ask the Dom is going to join us a little bit later on in the program as well. Before we go to break, I want to remind you about my friend Jeff Borum and his team at eXp Realty. If you need to get a hold of Jeff Borum because you're selling your home, then by all means go to teamborum.com. And when you do, right there at the top of the page, you can see in the big blue banner, it says, how much is your home really worth? You can find out for free by simply putting your address in there and getting a realistic value of what your home is in the high end, the low end, and what he can get for your home. He can only do that with teamborum.com. If you check out the website right now, you can see what you're getting if you want to sell your home, what your home is actually worth, and if you're looking for a home, say you're thinking about moving, you want to check out a home, there's listings right there on the page. If you've ever had to sell a home or to buy a home and you realize all the pain in the neck stuff that goes with it, when you have Jeff and his team at teamborum.com do it all for you, it makes it so much more simple when all you have to do is let them know what you're looking for, let them find your dream home, and if you're looking to sell your home, they do marketing that many real estate agents do not use, and they get that marketing, gets your home in front of a lot of eyes, creating a demand for it, therefore getting you the most money for your home. And they'll be honest with you. They'll tell you if it's time to sell your home, if it's time to rent your home, And anything in your real estate needs, you go to teamborum.com. Borum is spelled Borham. And remember, Jeff lives right here in the Tampa Bay area, so nobody knows the area better. Teamborum.com. We'll take a break. News is next on 102.5 The Bone. We'll pulled over, a little DUI, a little car accident, something.
Oh. Shooting fireworks at your neighbors.
Oh. I did hold a sparkler. That was the closest I came to.
Nice.
To
Fireworks.
It's really weird. I don't understand how Instagram works. I could put up a picture of Carmen and it'll get 150, 200 likes or whatever. I found a picture of me and Pap the other day, got a couple hundred likes. I put up a picture of me holding a sparkler with a sad face on 4th of July. It had like 800 likes. I don't know what you people want. Oh, did that happen this weekend?
Yeah.
I didn't talk about it for the first time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sad Weirdos every Saturday.
Still going strong.
Still going strong.
Right.
Yeah.
So how much do you owe him now? Because this is way past 4, right?
Oh, yeah.
What was the bet?
It wasn't a bet. I was saying that I was going to shut him down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was a bet.
Listen, I'm an idea guy.
Right.
I'm going to give this one to you free of charge.
Okay. All right.
If you guys aren't doing Shark Week on Sad Weirdos, Shark, Michael Sharkey,
makes sense.
Like, come on.
Thank you. I'm
You should
taking that to the bank.
You should do Sad Shark Week.
I am 100% down.
I like how Shark.
Can anybody see a sad shark when he cries in the ocean? Right?
All sharks may be sad. You know that.
Yeah.
I like the way he calls me Anthony.
Yeah. It's nice.
This is Anthony.
By the way, Spanish said there was some Sporcle controversy.
Yes.
And I think I know what it is.
I felt it went just fine.
Go ahead. What do you got?
So technically, your rule is no longer in existence because Galvin doubled your score yesterday.
Yeah.
I went back and listened.
Well, you went back and listened?
I did.
To what?
To the Joe reading the final score.
What was the final score?
You had a total of 3, and Galvin had a total of 7.
Yes, but subset A
No.
colon B. Yes, if you don't remember that and you do the rule is back and forth.
No,
That's how it goes.
We never agreed to that.
Sneaky.
We never subset B colon 4.
You keep subsetting your colon. It's not going to happen.
I went and pulled the Sporcle rule, but I guess it doesn't matter now.
Well, what is the Sporcle rule?
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a song.
Mikey is the best. Mike has supple breast. Mike, he won again. Mike
loves to cook meat.
You're the worst.
What?
You're the worst.
You just wanted to play that part? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Could have stopped it.
You could have stopped it. You could have totally stopped it.
Hey, I would like, instead of La Cucaracha, I would like you to play that song every time I win from now on.
Okay.
Damn it.
All right, so there's no rule.
Right.
No
Correct,
rule.
yeah.
Thank you for today, then.
Currently no
You're
rule.
welcome.
Right now, time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt School and
Pelt School?
Pelt Shoes.
My kid graduated from Pelt School.
They have to go to school to be able to get you the proper
Sell
fit
the
and everything.
shoes,
Yeah. They do a lot of extensive research and everything. No, it's back to school. Pelt Shoes wants to help you out. As I say, blank them kids. That's what I say. Listen, I'm not donating any money or doing anything like that. But if you want deals on your shoes for your kids, Pelts is the place to go because they're making all kinds of deals happening for you. And the kids are going to need new shoes for back to school.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to have cool shoes, whatever. They're like, check this out, what I got. Oh, yeah, this is nice over here. So Pelts can help you with both the perfect fit and perfect style. They have all the different brands and styles that your kids are looking for, and tax-free in Florida runs for 2 weeks this year, starting July 29th. So get into Pelts and take advantage of that. The big back-to-school tax-free savings happening. Pelts has 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. Stop into a Pelts today. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you. President Joe Biden, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but has vowed to push on with his re-election bid, dismissing the concerns of some fellow Democrats on Capitol Hill and donors that his persistence could cost their party, the White House, and Congress. Yeah,
it is causing.
In the election, Biden, who is 81, said any candidate who doubts his ability should challenge him at the Democratic National Convention in August. How do you like that?
May actually happen.
Yeah,
May actually happen. I think more and more guys or congressmen and women are coming forward and with their doubts, and even Fetterman yesterday, he didn't look. Fetterman's like, I stand by Joe Biden. I love Joe Biden, but he doesn't look very confident.
Wearing a hoodie?
Yeah, wearing a hoodie, 100%. Yeah.
A couple things. One, Trump's camp said that they're ready to take on Biden or whoever is running.
Yeah.
They said they're ready to go. And then did you see the clip that has been going viral about Ronald Reagan when he was running, and it was against Mondale? And the moderator said, if with your age and stuff, that JFK had to be up for 3 days during the missile crisis and all that stuff. Do you feel at your age you'd be able to do that? He said, and Ronald Reagan is so good because of his acting and doing all that stuff. He goes, listen, I am not going to make this election about age. I am not going to point out that he is younger than me and has no experience and stuff, which was totally perfect, dismissing him being old and stuff. But I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, listen, that and between the big news yesterday of the neurologist and the Parkinson's doctors visiting the White House, then I watched the full press conference yesterday of them just refusing to answer questions.
Won't answer, but that's they do that all the time. They just won't answer a simple yes or no question, and they say that they'll be like, "It's yes or no. That's all we're looking for is yes or no."
Yeah,
well, we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to move on.
I have to check back at my notes and get back to you. And there was just a lot of answer. I think about you all the time, Spanish, because you always said that something was going to happen, there wouldn't be an election, and I was like, well, that's not going to happen. But now with where we're at, I still don't think it's not going to happen.
You want to go double or nothing on the sad weirdos?
No.
Over under 4. Now double down on the election.
Don't make me put money on it. I'll have it pulled for sure.
Dude, it's getting wild out there, and I'm not. I mean, maybe to people's fault that are running the media, but all of our media is just focusing on Biden and Parkinson's and all this. Meanwhile, the world is changing and everybody is teaming up against the United States and NATO and the UN, and things are getting wild. Putin is bombing hospitals and things are getting nuts.
Putin's he's really vicious.
Yeah, he is, man. He is. And then, I'm not a big fan of the guy, but sometimes it's hard to really know what's real because I'll read about how he bombed a hospital, and then I'll look up independent journalists that are there, and they have a much different account. And
really?
Yeah, they are saying that it looks like Chinese and Americans are working together.
Do we need? You know what? Do we need to send Metallica back over there?
Dude, we might have to.
That may be the thing. But also, remember when Billy Joel went over and did the whole thing? And in the '80s, we were like, Russians, they're the worst. They hate us, and we hate them, and and then it was like, why? I don't know.
Then they were like,
they just want blue jeans.
We've been living in an up and down world.
How about this? Most students at Johns Hopkins Medical School won't have to worry about tuition thanks to a $1 billion donation by Mike Bloomberg's charity.
Wow.
Only students with family who make more than $300,000 a year would have to pay. $1 billion donation.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Under 300,000.
No, who make more than 300,000 would have to pay.
Okay.
Yeah. The $1 billion goes to the poor people.
Don't try and correct me.
I wasn't trying. I was just trying to make sure that
I accept your apology.
I'm not apologizing.
If you have a $5,000 coffee maker, you are not getting money from
Sorry,
Bloomberg.
it's not happening. Apologies.
I don't want to call myself a hero,
I would.
but I took a snake out of the pool yesterday.
Right.
With my hands.
Was it a black racer?
I don't know. It had a
Well,
red.
you should know before you go grabbing snakes with your hands. I'm just going to point that out.
It had a red ring around his neck.
Ooh.
And red at the bottom of his tail. And let me just tell you why I pulled it out of my hand.
Was it black?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was black with a red ring around its neck and red on its underbelly. Because my daughter and her friend were in the pool.
Oh, nice. You are a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I reached in, pulled it out, whipped it against the screen, and then I got a stick and I let it wrap itself around the stick, and then I shoot it outside.
Oh.
Shoot, not shoot it.
Surprisingly, that is called a
Black snake.
ring-necked snake.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Deadly. Venomous and deadly.
Harmless.
Oh.
Yeah, harmless.
Well, still, I mean, it looked like it was a black snake with a red ring around its neck. It looked like it was ready to kill.
Yeah.
Throughout much of the United States, as well as central Mexico and as far north as Quebec.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't kill it.
I don't want no Canadian. No, I didn't kill it.
Yeah,
It
smart.
wasn't very big, and and I grabbed the stick and I kind of put it down and I wrapped around the stick and I just shoot it right out the
Smart.
door. Yeah, I don't want to kill this.
Yeah.
No.
Just trying to get a little water out of the pool.
Yeah. Little good stuff.
Then it poured for the next hour. I thought the sky broke. It was so much thunder out there.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Did you say we need this?
Nah, I actually went the reverse. I go, this might be too much.
Too much hydration.
Where do the birds go? Everyone in here, Carmen, you also, we all have tattoos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody regret any of their tattoos?
No.
Is there any tattoo that you'd be like,
I don't regret one of my tattoos, but I wish I would have done it differently.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not
like
even the big one.
But like the one on my foot, I got a lot of color in it, and it was like my first big tattoo. I wish I would have got it in a different place with no color. Basically, I'm not a fan of the color in it.
Well, the oldest Gen Zers are now in their late 20s, and they're having a realization that a lot of people eventually have. Maybe the decisions you made when you were younger weren't that great. USA Today did a big write-up on how a lot of Gen Zers are hitting the tattoo regret stage of their life. It's been trending on TikTok and has gotten even deeper into wedding season because a lot of brides are now venting they didn't consider their tattoos might clash with their wedding dress. Regretting tattoos is obviously common, not just with Gen Zers. They noted that millennials now have to come to terms years ago about their own Harry Potter, Disney, and infinity sign tattoos.
Yeah. So my wife has on her back shoulder, she had a 17-year-old Celtic knot tattoo, which is great considering she's got no Irish in her and she's Jewish. But she's got a Celtic knot tattoo, and it kind of looked like the Prince symbol a little bit. Like you didn't really know what it was, And for years she had it, and I kept trying to get her to get new tattoos, and she wouldn't because she hated that one. And then she had that one covered up with a big flower, and man, I love that thing. It's hot.
Yeah.
I love it. Peony?
Peonies.
Peonies?
Yeah.
That's how I try to
Peony?
remember the name of it because I go, peonies?
I think it's pronounced Piami.
No, I'm not peeing on you.
Piami.
That's not right.
Panini.
Panini. Does anybody have a demanding boss?
Good answer.
A new study found one thing about them can affect whether you think it's acceptable or not. A team at Ohio State found we'll give our boss a pass for being a jerk, but only if they're really good at their own job. They used Steve Jobs as an example. He demanded a lot, but also accomplished a lot. If your boss expects a lot from you and performs at a high level, you're more likely to see it as tough love that's ultimately making you better at your job. But if they demand a lot and don't do great work, you're more likely to think they're a bad manager and mean for no reason.
I see that.
Am I demanding?
No.
You have high expectations, but the show has high expectations, and with that you want us to perform.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But
I'm
saying, but technically, in the sense, that is demanding.
Yeah, but in a good way.
Right.
So, but I worked for somebody who was demanding but didn't do anything, was lazy and didn't offer anything, and was mad at everybody else for things not being done. That's the opposite of what Galvin's saying. Like, you respect Steve Jobs because Steve Jobs worked his ass off and was creating things. So you're like, I gotta do a good job.
Right. Yeah. And the guy's name's Jobs.
Right.
Could you imagine if you worked for Steve Jobs? You're just like,
but
creating all this stuff, and you're just like, I don't know. What am I writing code? I don't know. Just
But do you want to play in the big leagues? You know what I mean? Like, do you want to be at the top level? Then you're, the guys who is a genius, and can you keep up with it? If you can't, get out of there.
And if you're good at your job, then you like to push yourself.
Sure, yeah. And you want to work with people that are, that good.
Right.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to be is the best person in your job. It's rough.
I was like, what is he talking about?
That was great.
Yep.
It's kind of like being the most expensive house on the block.
That was awesome.
All right, here we go. We all just getting fat or what? Because McDonald's is adding a new Kit Kat Banana Split McFlurry for the summer,
Which will never be available.
and it officially hits their menu tomorrow. There it is on Bone TV. Take a look at that. Kit
looks
Kat
delicious.
Banana Split McFlurry from McDonald's.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Dip your chicken sandwich in
Carmen, Chad liked the bananas Foster. Tell him
Yeah.
to check this out. You might like that too.
But my thing is, once I knew that, like, but what was it? McDonald's uses powder ice cream.
Oh, big deal.
there. It's the same as on the cruise.
But
Right.
also, if stuff tastes good, listen. I'm taking all the dietary restrictions out of it and stuff. Yeah, it's unhealthy 100%. But if it tastes good, who cares whether it's real red cream or it's powder
Right.
stuff?
Listen,
100%.
with ice cream, it does make a difference. Real ice cream versus powder ice cream versus frozen yogurt, there's no comparison. Real ice cream is a million times better. So I'm saying,
Taste wise,
yes. So I'm saying, go to a real ice cream
But
place,
maybe
get a
they're-
banana split.
Throw a bunch of Kit Kats in there and see how you
right?
like it.
You're
And
welcome.
maybe there's people that like powder.
Yeah.
If you set up 3 different things, they may go, oh yeah, that one's delicious.
I
Yeah, that's
love
powder.
a vanilla shake from McDonald's.
Oh, so
And
good.
It's whatever it's made out of.
Yeah.
Right. They could be crushing up baby buns in there.
Yeah.
Who
It's
cares?
the best.
Ooh, give me a McBaby bone.
A 31-year-old guy in Daytona Beach, Florida, dangled a kid off a second-floor balcony by his leg, but he had a good reason. He was just trying to scare him a little bit.
Yeah.
I get it.
Guess what? He accidentally dropped him.
Oh no.
Yeah, the kid ended up in the hospital, and the guy is facing child abuse charges now.
Remember how Michael Jackson did that?
Yeah.
With the kid?
With blanket?
Blanket?
Yeah.
Blanket.
Weird.
Now, that was just a nickname, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he had that kid wrapped up in a blanket all the time.
So they called it blanket.
Can you imagine if that was your father?
No, man. I
What a
could
weird
not.
life.
Yeah. Like, we got Neverland Ranch.
Would you
Oh,
rather be
there's-
Michael Jackson's kid or Jeffrey Epstein's kid?
Oof.
Oh, damn.
Probably Michael Jackson.
I'd say-
Remember we
Probably
asked
Epstein's.
I asked Don King, I said, who would you rather watch your kid, Michael Jackson or Mike Tyson? And Don King started laughing and he said, I don't know, because one want to touch him and one want to eat him. Is he still alive?
Don King?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
Oh no, I thought he was.
I think he is.
I thought he died.
I think he is because I don't think we've ever covered him on the death pool.
Yeah, that's
yeah, he's
what I'm
alive.
saying.
Oh, is he?
92.
92.
Yeah,
Good grief.
he is looking rough.
You just I don't see him much anymore.
No, you don't see him. Oh, yeah.
You made me think of something when you were saying Michael Jackson.
Eating babies.
I'm saying, oh no, Michael Jackson, the Paris Jackson, very attractive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But now was her mom that kind of chubby nurse?
That's what they say. Debbie Rowe.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Because she came out very attractive for being, Michael, who didn't look like he really looked genetically.
Right.
He completely changed.
I don't know who Paris looks like.
Right.
She doesn't look like Michael.
Yeah.
Maybe that Debbie Rowe was attractive when she was younger and just gained a little
Could
weight when
be.
she got older because it's not like she was like
Yeah, she
messed
was-
up in the face.
Yeah.
She was pretty horrendous looking.
I think she was just kind of.
A little chunky.
What was her name? Debbie Rowe?
Out of all the women Michael Jackson could have artificially inseminated.
Yeah.
Oh, I do see her. I do see Paris.
really?
Yeah. You can definitely see because
Now-
the nose and the eyes and stuff.
Did
yeah,
she get
for
to
sure.
see the kids at all, I wonder?
I don't
She
know.
died.
oh,
She did?
Debbie Rowe died in. Oh no, she wait. It said it.
Oh.
She did.
Well, he was married to her. And I do see Paris, yeah.
Okay, no, she's still alive. That was the wrong one.
Yeah.
She's 65 years old.
Yes.
damn.
She's the mother to Prince and Paris.
But yeah, like when she was younger, she was attractive.
Jesus, Michael Jackson was weird looking.
Yeah, he was.
Look at
Have
that
you seen the
nose.
pictures of him as like a teenager to him like
Oh,
right
yeah.
before he passed?
Teenager. He was just a total normal teenager.
Carmen,
Right.
nothing was better than when my son saw Michael Jackson. Did not know Michael Jackson was black. And when he saw the young Michael Jackson picture, he would refuse to believe that was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
As
he
a
couldn't-
normal
he couldn't
person
understand.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe what we look at now and go, yeah, that's fine, whatever. I mean, so many girls look like brat dolls. It's not even funny.
I mean, that's
dude,
not a
it's
bad
wild.
thing. Let's not make that a bad thing.
Yeah,
Because
but
that
it
is
is.
the Kim K special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is weird because I'm on some of the dating apps like Facebook Dating and Hinge, and it is shocking when you see some of these girls and they look like a brat doll, but their age is like 26, 27, but they
Yeah.
look like
I'm
they're
not
in
feeling
their,
what's wrong with
they're-
that.
But they
Tell
look
me.
like they're in their 40s.
Well,
Right.
remember that Heidi Montag or whatever her name was from
she
the
ruined
Hills?
her face.
Yeah, she was like cute beach girl, kind of girl next door or whatever. And then she was like 22 and she looked like she was 48.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So like you know the new dating show right now is like Love Island. That's like the big thing that's on social media and everyone's talking about. There was a plastic surgeon who went through the girls and was like, "Tell us what they have done.
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
us how old you think she is."
Yeah.
And it was every guess was 46, 37, went down the whole list and then was told she's 22.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
24 and he was like in awe. He was like, "Girls, this is why you don't start doing plastic surgery that young."
Yeah, your face hasn't fully developed
Dude,
yet.
it's
Right.
crazy.
What was the one from Danity Kane? Remember her?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking
Aubrey.
about?
Yeah,
Aubrey. Yeah.
Aubrey
Dude.
Day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was bananas. Like that was
Dude.
too much.
Yeah, you're not
Stuff
kidding.
going on. Speaking of too much, I got a hot or not for you guys.
Yes.
All right.
How about this? A 19-year-old woman in El Paso, Texas, named Stacy Smith,
All these are pointing
Yeah.
to good.
is facing charges after going too above and beyond to help a friend out. She called 911 on Sunday and said her small child was in a car that got stolen, but the kid didn't actually exist. She was trying to help her friend get her car back that was actually stolen, but there was no kid in it. Police says she made it up because she thought they'd find the car faster. Good news is her idea actually worked. The police tracked the car down after an extensive search. The bad news is she then had to fess up and tell them to stop looking for the kid because it didn't exist.
Wow.
They arrested her for filing a false report and held her on $5,000 bond. So she is 19 years old. She's from El Paso, Texas. Her name is Stacy Smith, and she's just making up kids. Mike Calta, hot or not?
Young, Texas, and stupid. Hot.
Hot. All right. Spanish, what do you think?
El Paso, my heart. She's hot.
Hot. Carmen, what do you got?
See, I want to agree with you guys. Young from Texas, stupid, has to be hot, right? But they arrested her. They charged her with that crime. Usually it'd just be like, "Don't do that again, sweetie."
Oh.
She's an uggo.
Uggo. All
Yeah,
right.
It's not in Texas. In Texas, you don't get a lot of "don't do
Not-
that again, sweetie."
Yeah.
There's a lot of Mexican food in Texas.
She's eating a lot of beans and rice.
Yeah.
Put it on. Well, Spanish and Mike say she is hot. Carmen says she's filled with beans and rice like some sort of pinata. Pap, show me El Paso.
Yeah. That's hot.
I mean, it's
For the
weird.
game.
It's kind of hot,
She
kind of
has
ugly.
a wonky eye.
So the problem with her is she definitely has potential.
Yeah.
Right.
In that picture, she looks like she's following Charlie Manson. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Her hair is so greasy.
We have to see other pictures.
I'm going to make a ruling.
All right. What do you got?
I'm going to go not hot.
Oh, come on.
yeah.
She
I
looks
wasn't right with
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call her hot. I
Yeah.
get it.
For the game. Look at her.
She
her-
also looks like she smells like old carrots.
Yeah.
Right?
And she's got meth chin.
Yeah.
and a classy tattoo.
Definitely has meth chin.
But with the right money and a little bit of fixer upper, she's kind of a Megan Fox.
Dude,
Oh,
you're
it's
not
like a
kidding.
crazy.
I know, man. He's right. If you get
Megan
like
Coyote.
some of those, that contouring videos where like that girl had no teeth and looked
She's
homeless.
got, she's got
Oh, yeah.
potential.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop smoking meth, and she would be
Oh.
hot.
Hey, people, they got to do what they got to
Listen,
do.
yeah, you don't smoke
Allegedly.
meth, then you're not making up fake kids.
Yeah.
Ooh, how about this for worst flight? A Delta flight from Detroit to Amsterdam, already bad leaving from Detroit, had to make an emergency landing in New York after passengers were served spoiled food and dozens of people on the flight got sick. Yeah, just a bunch of people on a plane puking.
Man.
Gross.
I got to tell you, that sounds like it's absolute misery.
You ever everybody puke next to you on a plane?
No.
I was the puker on the plane.
Oh.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, kicked off, right?
Yep. I got asked to leave,
Yeah,
and
that's the same.
I acquiesced to their request.
Can I tell you two of my favorite videos? If somebody had a show that had these two videos just running back to back, I would love. Is people who don't know how to ride motorcycles getting on motorcycles, especially the two-stroke ones that have the power band that just they let the clutch out and they just go right through the fence. I love it, especially ladies. Ladies on motorcycles,
Right.
fantastic. Just how do you do it? You let the clutch go. Okay, and they just wail through the thing.
Oh, you know who the best was? Rod Stewart's daughter. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
she
on the
went
chopper on the
way
red
out there.
carpet. Yeah, that, and then also older white ladies that don't think there's any way they could be kicked off a plane.
Oh man.
That are so rude. And then the flight attendant comes up to them and they go, "You're gonna have to. There's no way I'm getting off this plane. There's no. I paid for the seat. I am staying here."
Yeah, I
You can
love
say
it.
who they are.
You
Karens.
You can
Yeah.
either come with us or we're gonna have you removed. You're not going to. I paid. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? What's going on? Yeah, I love it.
I always wondered if I was sitting next to one of those people, what I would do. If I'm sitting next to them, they're like, "I'm not moving," and I'm like, "Well, you're bugging me."
Yeah.
Well, I saw a video that just reminded me because I saw one yesterday, and she was yelling at the guy next to her because I don't know whether the guy had something, a Trump hat on or some sort of Trump something, and she was mad at him because Trump stuff. So she starts yelling at him and doing all this stuff as soon as the flight attendant, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, keep going, blah, blah, blah." And you like kept on egging around. As soon as the flight attendant came over, he just shut up and just stared straight at him like he didn't do anything. And then she was just going nuts. That's the smartest thing to do.
That is
if
good.
he starts arguing, then it's you got to go too,
Yeah.
whatever. But that makes her look even more crazy if you're just like, "I don't know what's going on." She's just some loud, crazy old lady. I don't know. The Earth set another monthly heat record in June. Now 13 months in a row. Las Vegas had its hottest day of the year, hottest day ever. I'm sorry, hottest day ever on Sunday. It was 120 degrees in Las Vegas.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
it's getting weird, man. It's been sweltering here.
Yeah, it's been pretty
It's
hot.
been really hot
been
here.
nice.
But
I love
we're
it.
used to it though.
Oh,
So.
I hate it. Literally, I take my dogs for a walk, and they like look at me like, "Nah, we're not going out."
Yeah, you're right. Both my dogs ran out, peed, and ran right back in yesterday.
Yeah.
By the way, I saw a thing. Well, we'll get to this. If the heat's getting to you and you want to pop your pants off, do it because this week is Nude Recreation Week.
Hell yeah, my favorite week.
Yeah. So if you want to get a little crazy and get a little nude, and do
Cool.
all kind of stuff. There is something that I saw about dogs, different breeds. If your dog has a flat face, like a pug or one of those,
Yeah.
they are very susceptible to heat stroke. So are really young dogs or really old dogs.
Okay.
Dogs with long hair, so be careful whenever you're out there with your dogs.
Two
Make sure
things.
they have enough water.
One, I don't think it's a coincidence that Nude Recreation Week coincides with Shark Week. And-
dangle it.
Yeah.
All right.
And two, don't worry about the heat. They've been cloud seeding for like 10 years, man. They got it under control.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
There's just they put a bunch of aluminum in the air to help, with the heat. So
that why
we'll
it's
be
so
all right. Yeah, yeah.
Look, I cursed the Rays. They're in last place because they didn't send me a
Yeah.
jersey.
Yeah,
Should've
that's what
sent
they get.
Nope.
Oh,
Should have sent it.
I like it.
Yankees are playing like garbage, but they're in first place. So suck it, Rays.
I don't bet on baseball because I don't know baseball.
Right. It's also, I don't know.
But I will tell you this. There's a lot of good bets that you can make if you win, obviously. So I was just kind of looking through and I'm like, oh, what do they have for that? You can bet whether a person's even going to get a hit in the game, whatever, but you can bet on a home run. And I looked and I saw one guy and it was like plus 1,100
Oh.
for him to get a home run. And I go, oh man, if you got a home run, you bet 100, you get $1,200. He got a home run.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't bet on it, and I wasn't going to or anything, but I was just looking at it, and I looked up later, and I go, that guy got a home run. It was plus 1,100. That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, you can bet on all kind of stuff. I love it. Speaking of betting, you guys want to talk about the W?
What?
Chicago Sky rookie sensation Angel Reese, a.k.a. Bayou Barbie, a.k.a. Shy Barbie, made WNBA history on Sunday when she recorded her 13th consecutive double-double, which is a new league record in her team's 84-71 loss to the Seattle Storm. With 17 points and 14 rebounds in the contest, Reese surpassed the W's previous record of 12 consecutive double-doubles accomplished by all-time great Candace Parker in the 2009-2010 season. Reese also reached the 275-point, 225 rebound and 30 steal threshold in just 20 games. Only Yolanda Griffith recorded such numbers in fewer games. Reese now has 14 double-doubles on the season, tied for fifth most all-time for a rookie. The double-double record for a first-year player is 22 by Tina Charles.
but still hasn't recorded a triple-double.
Triple-double.
Caitlin Clark.
Oh, this
double
guy.
C.
Racist.
GCs.
Got to point out his white lady.
Just saying. I don't feel like, I mean, Angel Reese is competing with Caitlin Clark,
Yeah.
but Caitlin
So-
Clark is smoking her.
I mean, having that many double-doubles, though, she did have the one triple-double, and then she was one away from a triple-double whenever they
First
played.
rookie to have a triple-double.
Yeah, whenever they played against, what's her name? The one that's been playing forever, that's 40-some years old. Taurasi. So Taurasi, whenever Caitlin Clark was coming into the league, she says she's in for a reality check. She's not playing a bunch of 18-year-olds. She's playing real women, this and that. So then Caitlin Clark plays Taurasi's team. They beat them, which they were like a 6-point underdog or something, beat them, and she gets a one away from a triple-double. And then she was like, oh, okay, well, I guess she's pretty good. It's like, come on. Don't be so dumb. But anyways, Angel Reese, by the way, who was Bayou Barbie from
I like that.
from Louisiana, but now she's playing for Chicago, so now she's Shy Barbie.
She's smoking.
Shy Barbie.
Yeah, she is.
She has a new hairstyle, which, by the way, she wears like that's not her hair,
Okay.
but she wears like a big, huge, long thing on her. You don't need that. Like you're playing.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
While she's playing?
While she's playing, she wears those big, crazy eyelashes.
Oh, the
and
eyelashes.
the
And
eyelashes
her hair.
and her hair. She's wearing like a Gene Simmons wig.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
But
get
like
it.
I said, but I mean, so that's what I'm saying. Like Mike, you say she's super hot.
Well, I'm
Take
looking
away-
at a picture of her
Yeah,
from Vogue.
She's nice.
Right.
She-
So take away the eyelashes,
but
take
that's-
away the hair.
Yeah, but also every girl should do that.
Yeah.
You should put on big fake eyelashes and big fake hair.
Yeah, I saw a meme that was like, no guy ever said, I wish he had bigger eyelashes or whatever. But when you put those big eyelashes on, it's sexy.
Yeah. I'm looking at a picture of Angel Reese without makeup right now.
Yeah, me too.
She's still fine.
Yeah, no, she's all right, though.
She's still fine.
She's okay, but she definitely makes her better with the if you scroll down, Mike, there's her new hairstyle there.
Yeah, I like
the video that you have right
This?
there. Yeah.
She fine.
I mean, she's makes up. She looks good when she's made up.
Nah, I like both.
There is a girl that plays for a woman that plays in the WNBA, Hamby, who plays for the Sparks. Hamby. Who plays for the LA Sparks. I'm almost positive it's Pete Davidson.
Dude, he's not kidding. She looks just like Pete Davidson.
Really?
Just put in WNBA, put in Hamby. When I first saw it, I go, that has to be Pete Davidson.
It is.
Yeah.
He's Joanna Manning the WNBA.
Man,
It is
Right?
wild,
That's
right?
an awkward looking woman.
Yeah. She's really good though. She's really good.
Hamby.
But yeah. I'll tell you this, Pete Davidson, who I do not like and do not think is funny.
Yeah,
Saw a clip and it was actually a funny thing. He goes, I am one of those guys, you either love me or you hate me. He goes, there's no in between. He goes, I will be walking down the street and I'll hear some guy go, hey man, F you. And he goes, I'll look at me. And then they're like, yeah, we don't like you. He goes, you either love me or hate me. I go, yeah, that's true. Kind of funny.
yeah. I don't know. I'm in the middle of him. I don't hate him and I don't love him. He's just
He's there.
I don't really care about him, but I just don't think he's funny.
Yeah. I like that movie he did with Bill Burr, King of Staten Island, but I don't like his stand up. Yeah.
Former Indianapolis Colt Daniel Murr is behind bars, accused of beating his 14-year-old son.
Oh.
Murr's wife is also locked up on an obstruction of justice charge, and also they may have been in a cult.
Oh, damn.
So some stuff going on there. That's former
you saying Colt?
Colt.
Colt. He was on the Colts.
He was on the Colts. He might have been on a cult.
Colt. Okay.
Two different things.
Confused.
So former NFL player to current NFL player. Well, not for the first 8 games. Pittsburgh Steelers cornerback Cameron Sutton was suspended by the NFL on Monday for 8 games for violating the league's personal conduct policy. Sutton was released by the Detroit Lions on March 21st, one day after Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office publicly, here in Florida, by the way, not up in Detroit, spread the word that they had issued a warrant for his arrest stemming from an involvement in an alleged domestic violence incident earlier in the month. He was charged with misdemeanor battery and entered a pretrial diversion program in April. So he is suspended for the first 8 games of the season.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, that's not good. He was with the Steelers, went to Detroit, went back to the Steelers, and now missing him for 8 games.
Dummy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
If I was a player like that, I would live in a cocoon.
Yeah,
I was
right.
like in my 40s.
Yeah, but then your life you're like, you know what I mean? Like then when you're young, you just want to do stuff.
Yeah.
You know
just want to beat women, Mike. I mean, that's
No, not beat women.
Or your son. I'm sorry.
No,
or your son. No?
no.
Okay.
I can't be my son.
No. Yeah. Wouldn't be a good idea.
I don't ever. Thank God. I remember years and years ago, Brian Blair, the wrestler, him and his son got into a fight. His son came home drunk, and they got into a fight, and the cops had to come. And I was like, oh, drama. But then you have kids, and you're like, I couldn't imagine what that would be like if Joey came home drunk and was being belligerent. And I think Brian Blair had to put his son like in a chokehold in order to just stop him from being, you know what I mean? I mean, it was so long ago, I don't remember, but I don't even know if I could do that to Joey.
I'm sure you could.
Put him in a chokehold?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I would
But
feel
also-
bad at the same
Yeah,
time.
I know,
But also drunk strength.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a real thing.
Yep.
Sure. Carmen
I
knows.
don't ever
Carmen knows about drunk. So I saw her lift a truck one time.
Oh my God.
She shook all the food out of the bag.
Elton John was at a French shoe store when he had to go to the bathroom. He had to go a little
Dude.
pee-pee. So what did he do?
I know, but I read this and I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either.
He asked if they had a bathroom. They did not. How do you not have a bathroom in a store? Like even for
Not for
employees?
Elton John.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So he wound up peeing in a bottle, they say, right in the middle of the store.
All
He
right.
just pulled out a bottle and was like, all right, well, I'm Elton John. Other than that, though, they said he was a super nice guy.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
Gotta go. You gotta
Gotta
go.
go, you gotta
Old
go.
man, gotta go.
I mean, come on.
But at least go outside, go
Yeah.
around the corner. Like,
Sometimes you don't have to. It's time to go.
Yeah, I guess.
At least he didn't pee in a boot.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
true.
Come on.
So we had yesterday. We had the lady that was sending the fake guy who said he was Steve Perry, the singer from Journey, former singer of Journey. She sent him, I don't know,
like 300 grand or something.
$122,000.
Unbelievable.
now a 63-year-old woman in the UK got scammed out of $250 by someone posing as Kevin Costner online. Kevin Costner, he got divorced.
Yeah.
He sunk all his money into this new movie
Horizon,
trilogy thing,
yeah.
whatever. I need $250.
Just help me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get me through the week.
Yeah, just add some Amazon gift
I
cards.
just need to get something to eat.
Yeah.
$250.
How dumb are you?
Real dumb.
yeah.
Real
I mean,
dumb.
how dumb are you? Seriously.
Yeah.
I-
63 in the UK. Kevin Costner's hitting you up for $250.
Right.
What part of that do you think is real?
I don't know, but like I would understand if it was one of those AI calls and you think you're actually talking to him.
Even that, I'd go no way,
Yeah.
and I would ask him questions that he wouldn't be able to answer from
I
AI.
guess.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I was talking to ChatGPT the other day, and I was asking it like philosophical questions, and it had some wild answers.
Yeah, it would not. It wouldn't give me the questions I asked. It wouldn't answer.
What did you ask?
I asked if they were gonna AI was gonna take over the world.
Oh
and all
yeah,
that stuff.
yeah. I asked about God and some Alan Watts quotes, and it was eerie how well it was answering
Really?
talking about God. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, it was wild.
14 minutes and counting. The Hawk Tua girl was paid how much for an appearance
I
down
don't
at
even
the
want to know.
down at the Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida?
I don't even.
She
wanna
made an
know.
appearance. How much do you think she was paid for an
My
appearance?
neck of the
out there?
woods.
Is that where it was? The Hard Rock?
Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. Hawk Tua girl was there, and she made how much for an appearance? What do you
100
think?
grand.
how long was she there for?
It does not say, Carmen, but let's just say an hour. Let's just say an hour.
$15,000.
15,000.
I went 100.
$100,000.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
I would have said
Huck to
They have a lot of money. I'm 50.
50?
bid on that thing.
10 grand.
$30,000 for an appearance at the Hard
Get it,
Rock in
girl.
Hollywood, Florida. She was also said she's honored at hitting 1 million Instagram followers.
Wait a second. So the Hard Rock
Yeah.
had to go. The Hard Rock had to say the girl who said that she wanted to spin on a guy's thing
Yeah.
Mhm.
and said Hawk to a spin on a thing. We're gonna give her 30 grand to show up here. Well, what does she do? She said she likes to spin on a guy's thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. But from a marketing aspect, you're spending $30,000 to get her to go there. How many people do you think are coming in not gambling, not drinking? They're all
Most of those
gambling and
people, I
drinking.
guarantee you that most of those people that they brought her into the pool. I guarantee it was a
Right.
big pool party.
And then
so
they
there's
had to
probably
pay,
no gambling.
and they had to pay to get into the pool.
I don't know.
They have to pay for drinks.
Oh, you have to pay.
I definitely pay for drinks.
And you're telling me you're going to a casino and you're not gambling at all?
They did. Yeah, if you're in the pool, you're not. Yeah, but
After
if you're,
though, we go out and we hang out there. She's going to be there for an hour. Then we go have lunch. Then we go, all right, well, let's hit some.
I mean, I'm not saying
tables.
the money's a bit. The money to them is nothing,
Right.
But it's just like, what did this girl do that they're giving her $30,000?
They're talking
Nothing.
about making a reality show about her.
Yeah.
They're saying
Look, she's got a personality.
Yeah.
She's got a personality, and she's she's cute, and she's got Southern accent and all
She's
that stuff.
21.
Yeah, but I mean, she should be no more than on like a Jersey Shore kind of reality show. Like
I'm telling you right now, future news. Remember Haktua girl? She's dead at the age 26.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah.
Like that's going
Yeah.
to happen. That's gonna
father
happen.
kills himself first.
Dude, yeah.
I don't know.
What'd your daughter do?
Oh.
I don't know whether you guys know this or not, but you're about to get very excited.
All right.
A Devil Wears Prada sequel
Yeah.
is in the works.
What?
Well,
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
That they were just showing a clip from Devil Wears Prada on Fox 13. I didn't know what it was for.
Yeah.
What?
It took me so much not to text you, Mike.
Oh.
So listen, no deals for the cast are in place. Disney, which would be the studio behind the film following an acquisition of the original Devil Wears Prada studio, Fox 2000, had no comment. So they bought so they have the rights
So
to it and
not
stuff. But they said that they're
Meryl
looking
Streep.
and trying to do and stuff, obviously, but no cast has been announced or anything, whether Anne
They got
Hathaway
it,
or Meryl
yeah.
Streep or whatever. Maybe they do a prequel.
You don't make it without Meryl Streep.
You have
Well,
to get
that's-
Meryl Streep.
Well, so the rumor is they're making it is about Meryl Streep, and Anne Hathaway is not a part of it.
That makes sense.
because her storyline she left, so it's going to be Meryl Streep and Emily Blunt is who's Disney is trying to get. They're in talks with them basically.
Okay, and I don't like Emily Blunt, but she was great in that movie.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, all right.
And it makes sense. Like she could still be Miranda's secretary or something in the company.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she did take over again back at the. Oh man.
So just, fingers
Listen
crossed.
to
Yeah.
me.
See what happens.
Take your Axel F and keep it. Give me my Devil Wears Prada Part 2.
How about this? Speaking of sequels, Tom Cruise says he still wants to make a sequel for Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
That was a great movie.
Another
Edge of
Emily
Tomorrow was
Blunt.
good.
Emily
Yeah.
Blunt also in
Yeah.
that.
That was a good movie.
It was
Yeah.
so good.
And easily could have a sequel.
Oh, man. And the sequel would be great.
Yeah.
Especially if they did more alien attacks.
So we'll see what happens.
Edge of Tomorrow is good, and I'm still waiting for that. I want that Top Gun Maverick sequel. Don't-
yeah, that'd be cool.
But I'm still waiting for that second Mission Impossible movie.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and I watched that again the other night. I'm like, man, well, let's
It's so
see.
funny because it keeps on coming on, and I'm like, part one. Come on, where's part two?
Part 2, let's go. Let's
go, part
Come on,
two.
Tom Cruise.
I got to tell you, what was the one with, what's his name? Oh, God, no. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Was that 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Chimera one
Yeah. He was really good.
as the bad guy.
He was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah,
as the
he was
bad
creepy.
guy. And the stuff that they did.
Yeah.
It was really good. The-
First one was the whole team, and then the
With John
traitor.
Voight,
Yeah.
yeah.
John Voight.
Second one was the one where he had long hair and the smoking hot girl.
Yeah.
And that was with
Tandy Newton.
Dude, yeah.
when did Anthony Hopkins come in as the guy? Remember, because it was John Voight, and then it was Anthony Hopkins,
Yeah.
and then it was Alec Baldwin.
I don't remember.
Then the third one I think was the Philip Seymour Hoffman one.
Yeah.
And then they all
Then they all
then
blur,
there's the
right?
one with Henry Cavill.
Ghost
Yeah.
Protocol.
Oh yeah, that was Ghost Protocol
Yeah.
first. Then the Henry Cavill one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I really like the Henry Cavill
They're
one.
all
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
They're all really good. Mike, you know how you used to pretend that you had pickles?
I'm out of the pickle business.
You know who's in the pickle business?
Who?
Mastodon, the band. The guys in Mastodon are now selling pickles, and each member has their own flavor. And check out the jars. Remember when Kiss did their solo albums?
Yeah.
So they're all
that's funny.
like Kiss and have
That's funny.
so you can get some Mastodon pickles. A little blood and thunder there for you.
That's great.
Not too bad. Finally, in news, so we were out for 4th of July and stuff, but we had talked about, you said that they always do the classic rock, will do the greatest artist or greatest songs or this and that.
Yeah.
Ultimate Classic Rock put together a list of the top 50 American rock albums.
All right, can we do this after break?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So think American rock albums. So obviously Led Zeppelin's not going to be in there. You know, the Beatles
No
won't be in there.
Beatles.
Any of that. So American rock albums. I have the top 20. This is from Ultimate Classic Rock. They put it together. So start thinking about that.
We'll do that when we come back.
All right.
Let's take a break. If you want to get through, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Ask the Dom is going to join us in the 9 o'clock hour. Look at Charlie Belcher at the Golden Diamond Source. Two great tastes come together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't know what I was trying to say. I think you
We
it.
got you.
All right, we'll take a break and we'll go over that list when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. I was complaining yesterday that I was listening to a top 400 4th of July countdown, and that every Labor Day or 3-day weekend, these classic rock stations do a classic rock countdown, and the number one song, no matter how many hours and days it takes to get there, is always Stairway to Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
There's no suspense about it. There's no nothing. It's always Stairway to Heaven and
Hotel
the Eagles,
California.
Hotel California, somewhere in the top 5.
Which are great songs by great bands, but also very overplayed. And is it their greatest songs? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't. I get it, and it was cool to listen to the countdown and all that. But as far as the suspense of what's going to be number one, you always know it's going to be Stairway to Heaven.
So I was saying we were out for 4th of July and stuff, but Ultimate Classic Rock put together a list of the top American rock albums. So you're pulling all the Beatles and Zeppelin and Stones, all them out of this. So it's just American rock albums. I have the top 20 here. What do you think they say are the top for American rock albums?
Appetite for Destruction.
Appetite for Destruction by a little band called Guns N' Roses, 1987, comes out at number 9.
Ooh.
Number 9. So it made it into the top 10.
Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Jimi Hendrix Experience, who the other guys were English.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry.
But
not in there.
let me see whether, Jimmy was the front. No.
Then Stevie Ray Vaughan.
No. Stevie Ray Vaughan, no.
Damn.
How about
And by the way, we're looking for the top albums, but I will take the band and tell you what their album
Thank
is.
you.
I'm sorry, AC/DC?
AC/DC.
American rock albums.
Okay.
American rock albums.
How about Fleetwood Mac's Rumors?
Fleetwood Mac, not in the top.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How about the Eagles?
Mick Fleetwood,
Mick Fleetwood's not
English.
English.
Stevie Nicks, American. Lindsey Buckingham, American. I don't know about the
Apples.
Christy McVeigh.
Apples.
Yeah.
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Yeah.
Damn the Torpedoes, coming out in 1979. It comes in at number 19. Number 19.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. Any of the Bon Jovi albums? Let's see. You probably think Slippery and Wet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Not in the top 20.
Oh.
Not in the top 20.
What about, I just said one, and I like the Eagles.
Eagles. One of the
Hotel California.
greatest American rock bands. Hotel California came out in 1976. Comes in at number 8. Number
Metallica.
8. Metallica is not in the top 20.
Okay.
I don't know whether they say rock, whether that's heavy metal,
Gotcha.
whether they're doing that. But I mean, there are some that's, could
Bruce
go either way.
Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run,
Yeah.
1975, number 2, Joe.
All right.
Highest on the list so far. Highest on the list.
REO Speedwagon.
REO Speedwagon, not on the list.
Heard it from a friend.
Yeah, who?
There is
I'm a friend who.
There is quite a few more bands and artists. There is one artist that shows up on here quite a bit.
Ed Sheeran.
I will tell you that. Ed Sheeran, not American,
American.
not on the list.
Prince, Purple Rain.
Whoa.
Oh.
Prince and the Revolution. Purple Rain came out in 1984. Comes in at number 3, Joe.
All right.
Joe's getting it done. Right. Billy Joel, yes, very good. Billy Joel is on there with his The Stranger album, 1977.
My favorite.
Comes in at number 18. I will tell you, number 20, of course, if you're doing a list, whether it's the greatest guitarist, greatest whatever, you got to put Carole King on there. Carole King comes in at number 20 with Tapestry from 1971. Then you have Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Damn the Torpedoes. Billy Joel on there again at number 18 with The Stranger. Did I already say that one?
Stranger, yeah.
1977. And then the next 2 are by the same artist who is on here at 18, 17, and 5.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so this artist is on this list 3 times.
And this is rock, like you said, Prince. So I'm thinking
Yeah,
rock.
it's rock. It's
Like
very
Michael Jackson's
loose
on this thing?
rock. No,
Yeah,
he's
okay.
not on there. But
All right, I got you. Man, this is
Can
tough.
we get a hint?
This guy's old now.
Bob
Neil
Dylan?
Young.
I'm sorry?
Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan.
Rock?
Bob Dylan comes in, Blood on the Tracks, Blonde on Blonde, 17 and 16, and then Highway 61 Revisited from 1965 comes in at number 5.
Neil Young's Canadian.
Yeah, I know.
Think about one of the, actually, there's quite a few on here. So you have the Eagles, one of the greatest rock bands, American rock bands. What are other great American rock bands?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
The American Pie guy.
The
Don
Don
McLean.
Don
McLean.
McLean.
No.
Damn it.
I keep thinking of bands, but they're not.
Right?
They're not American.
Green
Rush.
Day?
No.
Grateful Dead.
No.
Ooh, it's a good guess, Joe.
This is not one that I'm talking about, but I can tell you number 15, Asia by Steely Dan.
Oh.
Number 14, when I say this group, you're going to go, of course.
Boston?
No,
Oh.
but good guess. Number 14, 1971 with LA Woman, The Doors.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
I thought Mike said that.
No,
Did he? I didn't-
not.
I didn't hear
not.
it.
Oh, I
No,
thought you
I'd say the
did.
door.
Okay.
Paul Simon Graceland comes in at number 13. Another great American band, little band from Texas.
ZZ
ZZ
Top.
Top.
ZZ Top.
That's- yeah.
Eliminator
Okay.
comes in at number 12. Yeah.
You know Cody Tucker that we have on Thursdays?
Yeah.
Cody Tucker had one yesterday that blew my mind. Do you know the band The Zombies?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You know this story?
Mm.
The Zombies had a huge hit in England, right? The hit carries over here to the United States and becomes huge over here. But the Zombies, by the time the song became big over here, broke up. So they decided to create a new Zombies band because there was no internet. Nobody knew what they looked like and any of that. So they just put a new band out there called the Zombies. And they put them out on the road with that song. Then they were getting so popular that they created a second Zombies band so they could double tour at the same time.
Hilarious.
The second Zombies band were the members of ZZ Top.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Before they were ZZ
Before they
Top?
were ZZ Top. Isn't
That's
that weird?
right.
Yeah, I'd never heard
I love that. I watch
That's
those Cody
great.
Tucker things
Yeah.
all day, man.
Another great American band comes in at number 11 with Cosmos Factory, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Oh, that's I was saying that.
All right, we're in the top 10. Now, if you're thinking American rock bands, what is one of the first American rock bands that you think of? They're huge. They're actually touring right now. They've been huge for a long, long time.
Oh, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what category we're like. I would love to say Pearl Jam, but I don't see them in there. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, but Neil Young, Canadian.
Yeah.
I don't really
Beach
know.
Boys.
No, think rock. Really, just straight
Straight
rock.
rock.
And
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. Toys in the Attic come in number 10. Number 9, Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses. Number 8 is Hotel California by the Eagles.
What about Kiss?
Kiss, not in the top
Ooh,
20.
I agree with that.
Oh, how dare you?
agree.
Come on. Number 7, not Pearl Jam, but these guys also from Seattle area.
Nirvana?
1991, Nevermind. Number 6 is The Doors, They're
Doors.
in there again. Bob Dylan, number 5. Number 3 you got. Number 2 you got. So we're missing number 4 and number 1. 2 bands that I can't believe you guys haven't gotten yet. If you think of American bands, you got to think of the. I will tell you, even though these guys come from Dutch descent.
Van Halen.
Yes. Van Halen,
Yeah.
1984 comes in number 4. And then number 1, according to Ultimate Classic Rock, for the top 50 greatest American rock albums, number 1.
What we had Optimus Prime in?
No, Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
Good guess, but no.
Journey, no Journey on there.
Think about, not only is this a great American band, but it's also a great album and really kind of changed things for the way people recorded and did everything.
Boston.
No, we already said Boston.
Not
Have
Kansas.
we said Guns N' Roses?
Yes, Guns N' Roses
Okay.
came in at number 6, I think it was. No, number 9.
Beastie Boys.
No.
The way that they record the album.
Yes. The main guy was known as being a genius.
Beach Boys.
Beach Boys.
I said
Oh,
Beach
yeah, he
Boys.
did
Yeah.
say
When?
it.
I
Yeah,
said
he
it.
did say it.
Hey, listen, everybody's
It's
yelling
all right.
a lot
I'm not
of
mad
stuff.
at you. I'm mad at Joe for stealing
Well,
my
then,
pick.
I didn't
Spanish,
steal.
you got number 1. Beach Boys, 1966.
Pet
Pet
Sounds?
Sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pet Sounds.
of course.
In your face.
You didn't say it loud.
Sorry.
Good job, Joe. Spanish, you stink.
That's my bad.
Stop trying to steal his thunder.
If you ever watch a documentary about pet sounds, it I don't know, the way they came in with some of this stuff was amazing.
Well, a lot of times hits are a lot more simplistic. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whenever you go deep into stuff, like critically acclaimed, Pet Sounds always up there for greatest recording and songwriting and all that kind of stuff. But if you 3 chords and boom, there's a hit.
You got to watch the Pet Sounds documentary on Netflix and just watch them just doing that song alone, recording that song, and how they brought in that wrecking crew to record all that.
I was just about to say, which is so funny because you have a band, that plays the stuff and everything, and you're like, no, we're gonna have these guys do it because they're so much better. That wrecking crew is ridiculous.
Well, the Beach Boys now is basically just Mike Love and a bunch of young dudes that sing, and he just stands out there and wiggles a little bit. It's weird to see.
I was watching. Do you know who Rick Beato is? Mm-mm. He's a great producer, and he's got a YouTube channel where he breaks down a lot of songs, and then he also talks to a lot of different artists. And the guy knows everything. It's ridiculous how much he knows. To the point where he actually had Ed Roland from Collective Soul on, and had to show Ed Roland how to play his own song. He goes, "You're actually playing that wrong," and he goes, "Am I?" And he goes, "Yeah." It goes like this. And he played it for him, and he goes, "Oh, I forgot." But he was. What made me think of Rick Beato? We were talking about recording and doing stuff.
Beach Boys.
Rick Beato.
Oh, he had one of the guys who was a session player, who's a great session player, did all this stuff. And he was telling a story about this other guitar player who was one of the greatest session guitar players. And he said that he was behind like a baffling thing, for sound and stuff. And they were like, "Hey, can you play this part, whatever?" And he plays it on the guitar. And they go, "Yeah. Do you have a mandolin?" He goes, "Yeah." And he bent down and he goes, and then he plays it and stuff. And they're like, "No." He goes, "Do you have like a 12 string that you could use?" And he goes, "Yeah, hang on," does it, whatever. He goes, "Meanwhile, I'm sitting next to him and I can see, but the producers can't see. He's playing the same guitar. He just keeps switching. He's just switching like pickups and stuff and playing it in a higher key and everything. And then like, yeah, that's it. That's what we want."
Oh, that's funny.
He was like, "Yeah, I have one guitar. I'm not carrying mandolins and everything else with me."
That's great.
That's funny. Stephanie, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hello? Hello? Stephanie?
She had a good story about Gronk, she said.
Oh. Just not.
Now we'll never know.
No?
Oh.
Was it a good story?
Well, no. She'll call back.
Will she?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Stephanie with the voice. I don't know really how to describe it, but once you hear her, you're like, "Oh yeah, that's Stephanie."
What was the voice?
Like I said, I can't do it. She's
Do
very
it,
soft.
Carmen. You're good at
You got it.
imitations.
Yeah.
I've heard you do it.
Carmen.
You've done Spanish. Now do Stephanie.
I'm not. Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
Do me.
I'm Mike Calta.
Who talks like that?
That's perfect.
I'm Mike Calta. I do stuff.
I do stuff. Very good.
All right, do me.
Yes, I'm Spanish. Yes. I'll do it. I'm Spanish. Yes.
That was perfect.
All right, that was hurtful at the end.
You wanted me to do
Yeah,
it.
you didn't have to add. It was too good.
I have a thing over here. It's. I don't know how much I trust this, but it is all the NFL teams and who their most famous fan is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I disagree with some of it. Like, it says Rob Lowe is the Colts.
Yeah, well, they were Parks and Rec, and he did a thing with the Colts and stuff. But also, Rob Lowe is the guy who goes to the game and wears an NFL hat and hopes both teams do well.
Who is the Pittsburgh Steelers' #1 fan, Galvin?
What's his name that we had in here?
Yes.
The real handsome guy from.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
Steelhead.
No, he was in the. He was a wolf, and he was a werewolf.
Oh, Joe Manganiello?
Yeah.
No. It's some other handsome guy that we've had in the studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know Joe's a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
This one makes sense. He's from Pennsylvania. He's got longer hair than Joe.
Longer.
Questionably. Maybe a wig.
Oh, Brett Michaels.
Yeah.
Brett Michaels. Yeah. Who do you say is more famous out of those two? Brett Michaels? Yeah.
Brett
probably.
Michaels,
Yeah.
for sure. Who do you think they picked for the Bucks? number one fan. I disagree with this.
Bucks number one.
I
most
would
famous.
say this guy would be more of a Rays fan, but they have him here as the most famous Buccaneers fan.
Knobs.
No.
I don't know.
Dick Vitale.
Oh yeah, Dick Vitale. All
They're
right.
just going with people who live in these places.
Well, no, I know Brett Michaels is a big Steelers fan for
Right.
sure. It's got and John Bon Jovi is a big Patriots fan. They have him down here.
They have Eminem probably for Detroit
They
Lions.
have Eminem for Detroit Lions.
I would have to say Taylor Swift for Chiefs.
the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep.
Yeah. You got what's his name? Bradley Cooper for the Eagles.
Bradley Cooper for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler for the Jets.
Okay. Give me a team and see if we can.
All right. The Raiders.
The Raiders. Kerry King from Slayer.
No.
I love whenever they play Slayer in there. That's so good. The Raiders. Who would be? So they're Las Vegas now.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Is he Las Vegas
I
or
believe so.
Tom Jones.
He certainly looks like he could be in Las Vegas.
Wayne Newton? No, I don't know. Who is?
That's what I was
Ice
thinking
Cube.
of.
Guy Fieri.
Oh,
yeah,
Eddie.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Who's the biggest Cowboys fan?
Biggest Cowboys fan. Somebody in Dallas. Probably rich and famous.
Somebody
Matthew
rich and
McConaughey.
famous.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey. That's
No.
it. No.
It is Post Malone.
Post Malone. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've seen him wear Cowboy stuff.
And then
Who you got? Chicago. Vince Vaughn.
That's
Ooh.
that's what I was going to say. Chicago is the one that I think they missed the mark on.
Who?
Jeff Garland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, geez, you could have put George Wendt up there, and it would have made more sense.
Yeah.
George Clooney. What team?
Clooney is a fan of the
Seahawks.
Where is
Nope.
he? Where is
Seahawks. Mike McCready from Pearl
All
Jam.
right.
Is he
Jets.
in New England? Where does he
No.
live? Where is he?
It is
Chargers?
not in relation to where he lives.
No.
Mm-mm.
Then I'm gonna go Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah. Hey, how you like that? That's
Bengals.
weird.
That was awesome.
That's weird.
They got Dennis Quaid for the Texans. They got Justin Timberlake for the Packers.
Packers, really? I would have thought the Titans. Isn't he
Yeah.
from Tennessee?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Stipe Miocic is the
Cleveland Browns.
Browns.
Yeah, I knew that. I would have picked that one.
Who's that?
He is UFC heavyweight
UFC
champion.
fighter.
Yeah.
Mario Lopez for the Charger. Brian Cranston for the Rams. Johnny Depp for the Dolphins. That's weird.
Has Johnny
Garbage.
Depp ever been to a Dolphins
Hell
game?
no.
Let me see. Jeremy Renner for the 49ers. Tim McGraw for the Titans. And Kevin Durant for the Washington, whatever they're called now.
I saw a video of Tim McGraw who put it up the other day, and he said we did, they do a meet and greet before the show or whatever, and he goes, and the guy came in, and he goes, here, watch the video, because they had video. This guy come in, the guy comes in with like a box, and he goes, hey, he goes, I'm sorry, he goes, I don't know any country music, I don't know any of your stuff, but I was a huge fan of your dad's, Tug, and he had a bunch of Tug memorabilia.
Oh, wow.
They had all his different baseball cards from the different teams he played on. He had an album of the greatest baseball calls that had Tug on there.
That's
like
pretty
all,
cool.
yeah, and he gave it all to Tim McGraw, which I thought was really cool. He was going through all the stuff and showing all the different things. But yeah, like, just some old guy who's like, here's a whole bunch of your dad's stuff.
I interviewed Tug McGraw. He was great, and he cried.
Oh.
And yeah, he was a good dude. I felt bad when he died
Why did he cry?
because he was telling the story about Tim.
About the song?
Just about
Live
Tim
like you were dying.
Yeah.
wanted to seek him out, and
That's cool.
He said I asked him what he wanted. He said I just wanted you to be my dad.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. There's Stephanie. Stephanie, what's happening?
Hi guys, it's Stephanie. I guess I'm the voice. Stephanie, how are you?
Good.
Is this Stephanie or Carmen? Because that was pretty
Yeah,
good.
pretty dead on.
I told you guys, pretty right.
So I heard you guys earlier today talking about the whole Kevin Costner people who believe that they're speaking to the actor or celebrity or whatever.
Right, sending them money.
I've busted two people. One was somebody who was pretending to be drunk, and I just played along with it because I knew it wasn't him, and I just wanted to see if they were going to ask me for money. And this person ended up telling me that like Gronk wasn't really dating his girlfriend and blah blah blah. So I knew it wasn't him. And then eventually he did ask me to send him gift cards from Target worth like $500, and I was like, "There's no way this is happening." So I called the Bucs security, who directed me to call the NFL security, and I actually spoke to the head of the NFL security. And they ended up busting this person, and I'm not sure exactly all the details of what happened when they busted him, but a couple weeks later, something arrived at my door, and it was the Gronkowski's ice shaker, which is their bottle where you can. Yeah, and then some like energy stuff from a company that they work with, and an autographed an autographed book of Rob's book.
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, yeah, I was pretty impressed. And like the head of security, when he called me, I was like so nervous. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know it was going to go this far.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm going to do now, Stephanie, whenever I get home? Call the Steelers and say, hey, TJ Watt was trying to date him. Send me some stuff.
Where was this that you were talking to fake Gronk?
It started on Instagram, and then it went to some Google chat because he said that it was more private and he didn't want people like, what do you call it? Like paparazzi finding out that he was talking to somebody on Instagram.
Was there any part of you that was like, maybe this is Gronk?
No, not at all, especially because of what he was saying in the beginning. So he was saying that, he wasn't, like, he was, like, okay with the fact that they won the Super Bowl. He wasn't, like, super excited. And I didn't go to the parade, but I saw footage of him at the parade, and I knew that just wasn't true.
That's so funny. Yeah. Well, you're a hero, Stephanie.
And then the other person I busted was somebody pretending to be Barry Keoghan.
A weird actor?
Yeah, the actor from Saltburn. I actually had to call his rep in the UK, so that was interesting. But I haven't, I'm super appreciative of what the Gronkowski, did for me. I love the ice shaker bottle. I've had it ever since that happened in 2021. So I'm just very appreciative, and I'm very glad I could bust somebody, because there would be somebody else who would believe it and send him, for sure. Or quote unquote him, $500 worth of gift cards. So
Stephanie busted Barry Keoghan because he sent a D-pic, and she's like, I already saw it in Saltburn. That's not the same one. Not the one. That's not it.
That's funny.
Good job, detective. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
You too.
Don't tell us what to do.
If I ever get caught sending D-pics, I'm just going to report myself.
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
Scammer.
That is so weird. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get calls, I get texts all the time. Hey, how are you? And I write back, great. And they're like, is this not Melissa?
Yeah,
I thought it was my friend
favorite.
Melissa. And I always write back, no, it's Melissa. Just shaving my back. What are you doing? But then I realized it's not even funny because I'm talking to bots, so it's not even like a good fun conversation. So I don't even entertain that anymore. Yeah, but then I did realize that I never use WhatsApp, and I opened WhatsApp the other day, and I'm subscribed to all these crypto groups, and I'm like, that's because I answer all these idiots who call me on the number there. So whatever.
Yeah, WhatsApp is cool.
I never use WhatsApp.
Yeah,
I have two conversations on it. One was Warren Sapp when he was on the Bucks cruise, and that was all they could use. Was WhatsApp and something from when there was a hurricane, and we were using that.
There's a better, not that you would ever use this, but there's a better messaging app that's fully encrypted. I forget the name of it, but nobody can get into it.
Yeah, isn't there the one that Mark Cuban had or something where it just disappears too?
There's that one, but then this one's specifically is it's got one of the best encryptions that any of these messengers have. So where the government supposedly can't can't get into it.
We should use that, by the way, in the group chat, because we say awful things.
I know. I know.
Not me.
I've got some screenshots.
Carmen.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
My wife
My wife.
wants one of those reverse hats, the new ones for the girls that they have.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you hook that up?
Yeah. Which one?
The white one that they're like a canvas kind of hat now, as opposed to like the old baseball type. You know what I mean?
Tell her to send me a screenshot, like a picture of it.
She sent it to me.
Yeah. And then, but yeah.
She's like, I want one of these. I go, I'll talk to the brand ambassador.
That's right.
Yeah, hook it up.
Which I need to text Bert because I went to the show on Friday.
You got him.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
He loved
Okay,
him.
cool. I was about to text him and be like, this is the guy I gave it to. I saw him come out from backstage and I was just and I was like, I'm pretty sure he can get them to Bert, but I thought he'd be like, just toss it.
Yeah, no. I was there when he gave him the Bert.
Okay, cool.
And I actually said to Bert, these are the ones Carmen was telling you about with the Jesuit one and all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Yay. I'm glad that he got him then.
Yay.
Yeah, because it was one of the guys. It was like with the filming crew and moving people or whatever. It may have been with Bert's crew. I don't know whatever.
Yeah, he was a production
He was like
guy.
So
like
he
a
was moving
seat
stuff,
filler.
whatever. And Carmen gave it to me. I go, he's gonna throw those in the trash.
You brought him right back into the dressing room and handed him to
good.
Bert. They were going through him and looking at him too.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool,
Yep.
cool. And then, because I was going through my hat collection yesterday because I got to figure out how to, where to put them and stuff. I have 33 hats.
What
Carmen,
kind?
I want some hats.
Carmen, can I make a suggestion to you from a guy who wears a ton of hats and has a ton of hats and gets yelled at by his wife for having so many hats?
Right.
This is what I did. So in my master bedroom, in the walk-in closet, I put up a curtain rod above that's high up there, and then I just got hooks, like the curtain rod hook things, whatever, and I just hooked the hats all the way across. It's perfect.
Yeah, you know what I did?
Huh.
I had a hanger. I went and got the shower curtain, the little plastic ringers that go around.
Yeah.
Put those on the shower curtain, put my hats on the ringers, and now I can take them off. Because I have, all my hats have holes in the back for my ponytail. So I just ringed it around.
Yeah. Mine are all the snapbacks, but basically the same thing. I just have the clips that go on there, and
Yeah. And I can't put mine on my ceiling, so
We're
at least I can hang them. Yeah. Listen, I was going through, and I was like, oh, this little package is like $50. This hat container,
and
is
those stupid
20.
ones that hang on the back of the door and all that stuff. Yeah, no good.
Yeah, so I saw this thing for purses, and I was like, that'll work for hats and purses. So now,
double.
Listen, so now I can hang everything because Chad made the new closet, so we have a lot more hanging space to put our stuff away, and I'm just getting all our things organized, which I love doing, honestly.
You want to come here? We can use some organization.
Sure. My only thing is because, we just got our floors done and the house painted and everything. I've never been one to hang pictures and put holes in the wall, but that's probably because I rented so much. But I just can't get myself to do it. And Chad is like, do you mind if I hang a picture? And I'm like, you want to put a hole in the wall? Why?
So easily fixed.
I know, but to me, I'm like, you don't put holes in the wall because then you won't get your deposit back. But that's not the case anymore.
What picture is it?
No, he just has stuff that he wants to hang. He wants to put artwork up. He wants to go.
Yeah,
get
but
stuff.
what kind of artwork?
I
don't know.
imagine it's Black Jesus from Good Times.
All right.
I don't know. We haven't got that far because I haven't agreed to let him hang anything.
That was the next question.
Yeah, so I did. So he finally came. I'm going to let him hang a dry erase board that he uses quite a bit.
On.
Wow.
He does plays. He'll write grocery lists. He'll do
draws photos.
He uses it quite a bit. So I was like, okay, we'll start with that, and then we'll see what your next suggestion is.
Well, I got to tell you, out of all the different art you could hang, a dry erase board is definitely
So nice.
Damn right.
Well, it's in the kitchen. It makes sense. It goes with the area. I'm just like, I don't know what he wants to hang so bad, and he won't tell me. And he's like,
Secret.
He doesn't have a picture in mind. I want to know because if we were going to hang anything, I would think we would hang something from our boudoir shoot.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Do
For
a black
everyone
and white
to see?
Well, we'd do one that's tastefully done, and we'd get it black and white, and do canvases where it's all
Imagine
split up.
you just go to Carmen's house and there's a picture of Chad with his junk just laying out there.
Yeah. You're like,
All
I'm
right.
trying to.
She's down. He's standing up Superman pose, and she's down on his leg, holding his leg, and just dangling.
It's like
That
right
was
by
not
the.
one of the poses that we did.
It is. It's
Yeah,
right by the
should
kitchen
be.
table, and you're like, can you pass the salt? And his
Yeah.
thing is just dangling on it. It's like, all right.
I just can't. I just don't know what kind of picture he wants. So my dad never had any pictures on the wall. My mom really didn't. His mom's house is covered from ceiling to floor with pictures.
You just
Stuff on the
reminded
wall.
me. You just reminded me that I don't know how long ago. I have a canvas that's a Led Zeppelin. It's kind of like a Art Deco pop art type thing, whatever. And John Brennan was like, "Oh, I can make a frame for that," because John does stuff. Yeah. I was like, "Yeah," because it didn't come with the frame. I thought it came with the frame, but it's just a big canvas thing, whatever. I was like, "Hey, where's my frame, bro?" Let's go.
All right.
Carmen hijacked Dino in the middle of doing my thing to do her floors.
Yes.
But he came yesterday and he finished up here. Dude, he put these LED lights behind the screen that respond to sound. So as the sound goes on,
those are cool. Yeah.
So
That's cool.
we're ready to rock now. So
when is the?
We can do a first screening. Whatever
I was gonna say, when's the inaugural screening?
Top Gun Maverick.
As soon as we get a good new release, you know. I don't know.
I mean, Top Gun Maverick. We all agree.
All right. I mean,
Just a movie night.
I'll watch
Now,
it.
do the chairs, are they like massage chairs or just recliners?
I know that they're recliners. They may be a massage function, Carmen. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was just wondering because that would be pretty.
I mean, I'll
awesome.
rub your shoulders while you're sitting there.
I was gonna say, if you want to, Carmen, I'll sit down and then you sit on top of
No.
me.
I'll just vibrate.
I'll just shake.
Movie scene, it
That would be
rumbles.
the best.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll give us some stuff away. Can we play a little Who's My Baby's Daddy?
Yeah.
All right. We'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. We got contestants on hold. Let me grab one of them and we'll play a game here. Good morning. Who is this?
This is Rick.
How you doing, Rick?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Rick, you got kids of your own?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, then this might help you out. Let's play a little bit of Who's My Baby's Daddy. Here we go. Hold on, Rick.
Okay, everybody, this is Maury Povich, and it's time to play Who's My Baby's Daddy?
Lord, I've been done had too many babies, honey. Who is my baby daddy? Girl, I'd be a millionaire if I could ever figure out where I got Cheeto, Limbo, Cracker Jack, Orangelo, K Martina, Salmonella, Velveeta, Genitalia, Catfish, Leroy, Cocoa Puffs and Pluto, Penelope, Jack Daniels, Buford and Lamangelo. Who is my baby daddy? Don't even two of these children even look alike. Aloe Vera, Maybelline, Gingivitis, Brill Cream, Cruix, NyQuil, Gangsta Q and Daffodil, Ron Bacardi, Captain Morgan, D. Martorius and DeLorean, Gynolotrum and Felicia, Chlamydia Champagne. Who named these children? How many of them is it? Why they always want to come live with me anyway? Ask them who their daddy is. Look over yonder, they go. Nova Scotia, Bubblicious, Cuponita, Gonorrhea, Ice Bucket, Batuglia, Visine, and Margarita, Percolator, Terminator, Velcro, and Taekwondo, Varicella, Chromosome, Obstetria, and Shathid. That's an ignorant one right there, Shathid. Who is these baby daddies? I wish I knew. I'd show sue him for some child support, honey. Shoot.
All right, here we go, Rick. What we're going to do is we're going to give you her side of the story first, and you'll listen to it, think about it, then we'll hear his side of the story, and then you, sir, will decide whether he is or is not the baby's daddy. Carmen, let's hear her side of the story first.
My boyfriend Simon begged me to have his little girl. I thought Simon was a good guy, so I was thrilled when he got me pregnant. Then I found out Simon lied to me about everything. He was married to another woman, and he told her that he didn't believe my baby was his. I'm taking care of our daughter Shaylon, while Simon's being nothing but a pathetic deadbeat. My own brother is telling Simon that Shaylon is not his. Tyson said he heard another guy was claiming my child. I can't believe Tyson would do this to me. In the past 2 years, Simon has given his daughter $50. She needs her father's love. After today, Simon says that she is your baby.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
You knew it was coming with the Simon Says.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't know whether she was going to do it or whether Maury was going to do it.
She was in love with him. She was glad she was pregnant, and he was married to another woman. Son
And
of a
then
bitch.
her brother says that it is not his baby.
Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson says
Tyson
it's
Medler.
not Simon's baby.
All right, let's find out from Simon. I have the hiccups and see what Simon has to say for himself.
I was with Teresina for a year before she got pregnant with Shaylon. When she told me she had my baby, I was excited, but I realized that the dates did not add up to me being the father at all. I started to get the feeling that Teresina was being sneaky, so I went through her phone. I saw messages from other men asking her how their baby was doing. I confronted her about it, but she would lie to the death, that woman. Teresina's own brother Tyson told me she was cheating on me. He said, get a DNA test. I don't see myself or anyone in my family in that baby. I wanted to be a family with her. But if this is not my child, we would never, ever be.
All right, that's pretty tough.
Obviously coming from an Italian family, you ever have Teresina with a nice vodka sauce?
A little Teresina.
Dude.
Delicious.
Teresina.
All right, well, she says he's a baby. He says he was married to another woman. She's saying he was a cheater, but he's the baby's father. Believe it or not, I say he is not the baby's father. I say he is not. I say she's a cheating skeezer.
All right. Well, her brother is involved, and anytime a sibling or a parent or anything is involved,
it's usually a sister, though.
It cancels it out. I say he is not the baby. Not the baby's daddy.
All right. Spanish?
Oh, I don't normally get to do this. All right.
Pay attention.
I was gonna say definitely.
You look like you were interested.
Baby daddies. Yeah, I definitely.
You say
am.
yes.
Yeah. He is the dad.
All right, Rick. You got 2 no's and 1 yes, but it's up to you. Is he or is he not the baby's daddy?
I was going to say he is, but I agree with Galvin. I say he's not because of her brother.
All right. Then let's find out from Murray what the real answer is.
When it comes to 2-year-old Shaylon, Simon, you are the father.
That's right. So I kind of screwed myself, and I messed it up for Rick because it was her brother, but he was on Simon's side.
Yeah.
So it's a tough call. Sorry.
Well, it turns out he is. If you hold on, we have what N4 likes to call a cancellation prize, which is a consolation prize for you. So I'll put you on hold, and we'll hook you up.
Thanks,
okay?
Mike.
All right. Thank you, sir. There you go.
Simon says.
Simon said it.
Why don't you get the meddling family in it? Once the family starts meddling, you have some issues.
Bastards.
Yeah. All right. Well, reminder: Dominic Ferriello will be in after the top of the hour to take your legal calls. So if you've had a rough time over the 4th of July weekend, and maybe some fireworks incidents, maybe there's some accidents. I don't know what you guys do. Now is the time to call and ask for Dom. So Carmen, if you can, talk to Rick, get his information, clear out the phone lines, and then we'll let up the phone lines for Dom.
Of course.
There you go.
Can I tell you something that has become new in the past few months that I'm seeing a lot of that I really do not like?
What?
So they have Ozempic and they have Mounjaro and all this stuff, and then they have the GLPs or whatever. It's like a generic, and then some other people sell it, I guess. I don't need to see fat people sticking themselves with pins on TV. It's like all the time.
They actually show you the guy.
So this lady just grabbed a fat roll and stuck the thing in there and stuff, and then she's got her armpits out and everything. I'm like, come on.
Are you talking about the Jardiance commercial?
Huh?
The Jardiance commercial?
No, that's different.
I'm lowering my A1C.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm obsessed with it.
And then there's the other one. I don't even know what it's for. It's something where they say the number 2 and they put up the 2 fingers. And it's like a fat lady going to dump in the woods.
Yeah.
They're like,
it's Dumper's help.
Yeah, doing something, whatever. And she's like, and then she's like walking off into the woods. And I'm like, go grizzly bear.
Go be free.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I did take the Ozempic shot yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it didn't work for me before, but it's making me very.
I don't understand. How long have you been taking it?
I took it for a little while, and then I had to stop. And then I started it up again.
Okay, but you're saying it didn't work for me, and I go, "How long have you been on?" And you said 1 week.
1 week.
I don't think it
I expected to be skinny after that 1 week.
I think you think that it's a pin that pops a balloon.
Yes, it sucks all the air out.
It just
like there's still
165 pounds.
Yeah, there's still effort and work that has to go into it.
Hey, I told you I went to the gym yesterday. What more do you want from me?
Hell yeah!
For the love of God.
Well, I would say give it a little while.
I need to find a fisherman friend.
Ian.
Yeah, I mean, I fish too.
All right, let me rephrase this.
Captain
I need to
Ron.
find a friend that knows about fishing.
Does Ian know about fishing or no?
Well, the reason why I'm saying this is I need to go buy.
I do know about fishing.
No, I need to go buy some new fishing poles, and I need to
some
know
rods.
what poles for what, and I don't know how to set the poles up.
They're pretty simple.
Yeah.
Usually you just connect them, or they have new ones where you
I know how
literally...
to put the pole together.
Well,
I'm
that's
saying
what you said.
I don't know how to rig it up to go
You
fishing.
need your rod and reel? You need the reel hookup with the line?
Shut his
You need to know what line you need, the tension to set it on, and what lures to use.
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about?
The test. Yeah.
Tackle box.
How many pound test do you need?
Yeah,
I would have put triple tester on your neck.
I'm just saying
and
that's
throw you off a
that's
bridge.
what it is.
So I used to fish a lot when I was a kid. I
Right.
have not fished for a long time, but I do know a lot of that stuff. But I'm sure there's all kind of technology that
But
has
I'm
come out
saying,
since.
like if I want to go fish off a bridge, I need to know what kind of setup I should have. You know
That
what
I
mean?
don't know. I've
Yeah,
never
that's
done.
what I- that's
I've
why-
never done any bridge fishing.
Yeah.
Saltwater bridge fishing, you're going to need regular lure, but then your last foot, you need some type of steel cabling.
Leader.
Yeah, the fish have sharper teeth.
For a second, it sounded like you knew what you were talking about.
I do, yeah.
Except for he didn't call it a leader.
Whatever. Leader hosing. And you're going to need you're going to need some type of weight and probably a bigger hook.
I feel like this is something that you could use ChatGPT for.
Nope, don't do it. Don't trust the machines, Michael.
I feel like
Don't
this is
trust the
something
machines.
that 9 million people listening right now could tell you everything about.
Or
Nope, don't listen to them either. Nope.
I feel like I'm old. I'm so old. I'm at the age where I don't even know how to talk to ChatGPT.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Listen, I did something amazing with ChatGPT. I had it make me a whole workout plan, like a
Really?
whole week's of workout plan. Yeah. And then I took it and then I sent it to myself and then I made like a spreadsheet to follow along with.
Wow.
And it gave me warm up, it gave me a workout, and then it gives me my cool down, and it gave me 4 days of different
Cool,
workouts.
Cyberdyne. Just let it into your home.
Can I ask you guys something? How do you use ChatGPT?
That's what I just said. I'm old. I'm so old. I don't even know how to use it.
No. Let me rephrase it. Where do you get ChatGPT?
So
I don't
it
even know. Do you just Google ChatGPT?
You could.
The app is literally called ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And then you
okay.
just download the app and then you connect it or you set it up with one of your emails.
And
And then-
so let me ask you this: ChatGPT and AI are two different things.
Well, the same technology.
Similar. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It'll be in your Siri in one of the new Apple updates.
Well, on the new phone in
Yeah.
September, they have it in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's pretty awesome.
It's all right.
I've used it for a couple of things, and I'm not gonna go into anything crazy. I was just like, "Hey, make me a workout. That way, I don't have to pay a
You know what I would
trainer
like to use it for?
$300.
You know
Pipe
what I would?
bombs?
No. Jesus, we're on the radio, bro.
What did you say?
Is it pipe bombs?
Oh God!
What if I'm like, ChatGPT, how can I make Carmen love me?
Yeah, it'll tell you.
No, but I would like to run some analytics on stats so I can do some gambling with it.
I bet
man.
that would work.
that it would do. Yeah.
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 Sir, you're a privileged player.
Yeah.
You can no longer play anymore.
Advantage player.
Yeah.
Whatever. When I say privilege. All right.
Oh, that's my dream. That's my dream to be backed off a table because I'm
yeah,
too good.
Too good.
Yeah.
Too good.
Sir, you want too much money.
Yeah, I want them to make me leave the casino.
You have to leave
Sir,
town.
You get banned.
Sir, you've beaten us. We
Yeah.
have to ask you to leave.
We have had enough, sir.
No, I get it. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Please leave the state. That's
Yeah.
a lot. All right, we got to take a break, but the phone calls are coming in for Ask the Dom. Carmen, if you can get those and put them on hold, and we'll talk to Dom after the top of the hour if you want to get through 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Ask the Dom is next on 1025 The Bone. Hello, Dom.
Hey, Mike. Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys today?
Dom, I was very excited for you.
You're excited for me.
So you made a nice purchase over the weekend.
Ooh, did you get a boat? What'd you get?
He has a boat.
All right, well, you can get another one.
A little American muscle to give you a hint.
You're gonna like it even better, Galvin. Even better.
Corvette. Corvette.
Yes.
Nice. What'd you get? What year? What model?
So this is a conversation. So of course Steve Hurley, Stingray Chevrolet.
Sure, yeah.
Love Steve.
I like to call him the Corvette man.
This is a conversation I've had with him every year for about 15 years. Since I've been with the station, since I've met him. And every year it's like, Dom, are you ready to get one? You ready to get? Well, the kids are too young. I need 4 seats. It's the same conversation over and over again. Well, now as the kids are getting older, and it's a pre-owned. It's a 2022, but it's the eighth. It's the C8, so it's the eighth generation.
I love it.
And it's that rapid blue. I wanted kind of a unique color. I was tired of saying everybody gets red or they get black or white. I wanted something wild. And it's a Corvette, a coupe, a convertible, hardtop convertible.
Nice.
So he called me up.
Is it the kind of the powder blue or the darker?
It's more of the powder blue.
Yeah, I like
they call it. I think he said Chevy calls it rapid blue. And it was like a random thing. He had it there, and he was calling me up, and so we were chatting, and I'm there from time to time servicing this Silverado. So I went ahead and for 4th of July, I was American. I got a lot of emotions, and I don't always think things through. My wife's like, "What have you done now?" And I'm like, "Well, it's a sponsor for the show. It's American." I was coming out with all of these great ideas.
Those excuses never work for me. Well, it's American.
American car, sponsor the show, takes care of Mike, takes care of me.
My wife would let me get a car that was made by children in Cambodia if it was cheaper. She wouldn't care about any of that.
My wife understands that I do crazy things from time to time, and she smiles and she just lets me work through whatever. I don't think my wife is it a midlife. I don't think it's a midlife crisis because I don't feel like I'm in crisis. I feel pretty good.
I've listen, Dom. By the way, the phone lines are open if you want to get through 727-579-1025. I already fixed this a long time ago with midlife crisis. Midlife crisis only means that you can now afford to buy the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we all wanted a Corvette when we were 20, but just there wasn't a lot of us that could afford Corvettes when we were 20.
Yeah.
All of a sudden we're 50 and we're like, well, now I got the money to go buy a Corvette. So it's not because you're having a midlife crisis. It's because you finally got the money.
By the way, Dom, speaking of your wife, who is very lovely, but if you ever want to trade her in for a younger version, I saw a girl at Riveters, one of the waitresses there. Gio and I were there, and I go, who does that girl look? And then I realized that she looks just like Pumpkins.
Young Pumpkins?
Yeah.
Youngkins?
I mean, a lot. It was crazy. I almost took a picture, but I didn't want to be a creep.
There might be a doppelganger of Pumpkins out there, but it's weird is because we haven't had a chance to see you guys in a little bit, or she hasn't been to some of the events, but she's lost a fair amount of weight. I don't think she needed to lose any weight, just for the record, but she lost a bunch of weight, and then what that's done is she now looks even younger. Which she always looks fantastic to me. I tell her that
also
all the time.
A fan.
And but so yeah, if you saw her now, where were you? That might have been her.
Is she working at Riveters? Is that a possibility?
No, okay, that's not her. Then no, she wasn't working at Riveters.
All right, let's get to some of these phone calls. If you want to get through 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom. Who's this?
Hey, this is Scott. How you doing?
Good, Scott. What do you got, buddy?
So I actually talked to Dom about this probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. I'm the guy that had the question about the lottery ticket. So I bought it on a Thursday. I got divorced on a Friday, and then on Saturday the ticket hit. And Dom, you said you were going to check with some of your colleagues to find out what the consensus was if I owed her any money.
Yes, and that was on my show, which I'm trying to remember. Was Jason Valkenburg in studio when you called? Do you remember who my guest was?
You had somebody with you, but I can't recall who.
It was a fantastic call. It was a great issue, and you were going to send me an email because I needed the timing of all of that, and I don't think you sent me one, and if you did, I didn't receive it or it went to spam. But if you could send me an email, because I wanted to forward that to Jason Valkenburg, and I think I mentioned it to him, but I didn't get a follow-up email because I wanted to have the date sequence and time and some of the other specifics that we needed to know to tackle that question. Could you send me an email?
I thought I did, but like you said, you never know with that stuff. But I'll send you another one with all the particulars.
Well, and my apologies, because usually if I get one, if you didn't get a response back, then I didn't get it. So either I missed it or it went someplace. But just so you know, I wanted Jason Valkenburg to give us a second opinion on my suggestion when we spoke. But if you wouldn't mind, askthedom.com, or my personal email is Dominic, my first name, @askthedom.com. send that over to me so I can get it to Jason. It was a fantastic question, Mike. We had a lot of fun on the show a few weeks ago.
Thank you, sir. Oh, sorry, Scott. I know if you're married and then you win the lotto and then you get divorced the next day, I think you're probably screwed, right?
Well, but he got divorced on Friday and then it hit on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
But he bought the ticket on Thursday. So that's where the ticky-tack comes in, right, Tom?
Yeah, so and it was really a neat sequence, but that's why I wanted to kind of get in my head with the email. But he purchased it when he was married.
Right.
Then they got divorced, and then it won thereafter. Now, when I talk, so spoiler alert for folks listening. So just to FYI, it wasn't a large amount of money.
Yeah.
So everyone's thinking, oh my God, the guy's a millionaire. It was a smaller amount because I said, well, first of all, how much are we talking about here? Because it makes the question more interesting.
Was it 2022 Corvette money or not?
Remember, I still got a good deal on that because it was a used car. I missed the depreciation of a new vehicle. But that's what happened is then it hit after the divorce, but she could come arguably say, wait a minute, you purchased that as a marital asset at the time we were married, but at the time it didn't have an intrinsic value.
Right. It was only $5 or whatever the actual paper was,
Correct. So although the amount is smaller, it's not like millions and millions of dollars, but it's still a fantastic question, and I wanted to vet it with Jason, but I was waiting for that email.
All right. Well, there you go. If you want to get through, 727-579-1025. Jason, good morning. You're on Acid Dom. What do you got, Jason?
How's it going, fellas?
Good, man. What do you got?
I have a buddy of mine, actually, has judgment against him from the state. It's actually a state fine. And I'm wondering if it's going to affect his 401k.
Well, is it the state of Florida?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what is the state fine for?
It's for trafficking cocaine.
All right. Now, so sometimes those felony level charges have certain fine levels, or it could be a stipulated negotiation during the plea. What is the amount of the fine?
$50,000.
All right. So what happens in these type of scenarios is are they off of probation? How long ago is this? What's the timing?
20 years.
All right. So what you want is you want to contact the office. You get, Mr. Sansoni or Mr. Rogozinski. Both of these guys do what's called post-conviction relief. It is after a conviction has occurred and you're seeking for some type of relief from the sentence and judgment. And that relief here is the monetary amount of the fine for this charge offense. So you can file a motion to modify or amend or merge that or convert it into a civil lien. There's a variety of different things that lawyers can do to reduce or minimize that. And that's what your friend needs to do. They need to speak with a post-conviction criminal law attorney. Post-conviction relief is the specific nuance in criminal law.
And what does it depend on how much they can cut it down?
Well, it depends, Mike, on their financial situation and circumstances, their family, the number of dependents they have, their taxes, how much they've been making. It also, you can even negotiate with the state. So if I'm going to give you a lump sum of, let's say, 15, 20. Can we, write the rest of it off? But you're going to also need a court order because the judgment was issued by a judge. So you have to have a court order to amend or modify the terms and conditions of the deal.
Okay.
So there's a variety of different things you can do, but you're talking about something from 20 years ago. If this guy's now is a multimillionaire, you don't know all the facts specific, and I don't know if the caller wants to get into all that on the air, but that's the answer to his question.
All right. Well, hopefully you can get it knocked down a little, sir.
All right, thanks, fellas.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Not you, for your friend.
Your friend, yes, for his friend.
All right, let's go to KC. KC, good morning. You're on Acid Dom. What do you got?
Hey, good morning. So my son's mom took off a couple years ago to the Northeast, and part of the she did sign a parenting plan, but part of the plan was that she was to pay half of the child care, and I haven't seen anything for 2 years. And I'm wondering, should I file an injunction against her so that if she does show up one day, is she not able to see him unless she pays up her portion?
So you have the kid, and she's supposed to pay half the child support, and she's not paying it.
Not child support. I pay for everything, the insurance and everything. She's just supposed to pay half the child care.
Okay.
Is this a parenting plan that you guys signed, or is this a court order by divorce decree?
Just we signed. We were never married.
Okay, all right. So you're never married, and is she? All right. So you're the biological father.
Correct. I have full custody of him. She just took off with another guy and started a family up there.
When you say you have full custody, that's deemed by who? Deemed by you, or deemed by
the court and the parenting plan.
All right. So there is a court proceeding that issued a parenting plan.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
Did you have a biological test done with the court to establish that you are the father?
100%.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so we're just kind of checking the boxes here to make sure you've got a. So what I would suggest is, I don't think they're going to issue an injunction. So if she comes back in, you're going to prevent her from seeing the children. I don't know if that's the right recourse. What I think you should do is file a motion that there is a violation of the parenting plan, and what you want is an order to show cause, in that for the past 2 years she has breached or violated the terms and conditions of the parenting plan by not paying her portion or her half of the child care. The fact that she left or absconded or wherever she is almost irrelevant. Her action is she hasn't upheld her end of the bargain, and that is the 50% of the child care. And you file that motion, correct, and then you want to have a hearing on it. So you want, and then at that point in time, she could be found later down the road in what's called civil contempt. So I think that is the route you need to go. Going down for an injunction is not going. This situation is not going to qualify, in my opinion, for an injunction. And years ago, they used to call these restraining orders, and now they've kind of shifted to the word injunction. I don't know if injunction sounds better than restraining order, but it's really the same damn thing. I don't think.
Gotcha. I didn't know that. We should have said motion.
Well, that's okay. That's why we're here. That's why you call the show and we help you out. But that's the motion you need. And if you have a lawyer, fantastic. If you need one, we have one in network. I mentioned him earlier. Jason Valkenburg is fantastic, and we'll help you out whatever we need to do for you.
Gotcha. I really appreciate the help, Dom.
You're very welcome.
Good luck to you, sir. I have time for one more phone call, Dom. Let me grab one more. Good morning. Who's this? You're on Acid Dom.
Hey, my name is Andrew.
What do you got, Andrew?
So my father-in-law was in a car accident with a city vehicle. It was a garbage truck. And at the time of the accident, no injuries, but there was substantial damage to his truck. Clearwater police responded, and they said that the accident was the driver of the truck's fault. Told him to go on his way. The tow truck came. And then 5 days later, a city of Clearwater police cop called him, and they said they were citing him for the accident, wrote the ticket. I'm just wondering if there's any recourse for the guy.
Yes, he can contest that. So, I mean, that's strange. I mean, it does happen. It can happen with law enforcement, but it's very rare that 5-6 week later they're going to come and amend either the accident report or the civil infraction. So he can fight that infraction, the 316 trap. What did they cite him with?
I think it was 316-085.
Okay.
It was on a side street. So
they're saying a violation of right of way. Did he come out of the roadway and then the garbage truck hit him?
Exactly. Yeah. The truck was stopped there for over a couple minutes, so he went to go around the truck, and the truck turned and hit into him.
And what county is this?
It was Pinellas County, Clearwater.
Let's fight it. Let's go.
Fight.
Yeah, he's got 30 days from the date that ticket was issued in order to contest it. If he doesn't have to fight. A lot of people say, "Oh, he can still pay it." But if he does that, you want to elect driving school, and you have 5 elections in a lifetime.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's a commercial driver. He has a commercial driver's license, so he can't contest or he can't take the class.
You cannot. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, CDL is a completely different class. Thank you for mentioning that for folks listening. If you have a CDL and you're cited in a 316 traffic code, you by default you almost have to fight it because you want to protect that commercial driver's license. So he needs to contact a lawyer. And you definitely need to contest that, especially since they came back a week later and changed the story. That's going to be a very interesting dynamic, and you're going to be in front of, in Pinellas, Clearwater, you're going to be in front of a county court judge over there. Hillsborough, magistrate courts usually do it, especially if there's no injury. If there's injury, you'll end up with a county court judge in Hillsborough, but you're going to be sent right to a county court judge in Pinellas, which is fine. Those folks are well over there. But get a lawyer. If they want to email me at Ask the Dom, Rogo Law handles all that stuff for us now, and he's fantastic. He's my Jewish brother. He's just like me. I'm Italian, and he's Jewish. Same guy, Italian, Jewish. Same thing.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks so much.
All right, good luck to you. Dom, thank you for helping our listeners today.
Mike, it's always fun. I always look forward to Tuesdays, and my time here flies so fast. I just walk in, I see Carmen, I don't even get hugs and kisses, and I'm out of here. She goes, we got stuff to do. Get out.
No.
What do you got coming up on the show tomorrow?
Commissioner Mike Owen, a good friend of mine. Mike is a former sponsor of the show years ago. Then he became an elected commissioner 4 years ago. He was going to run for county commission again for re-election. Then he decided to resign that post, and he put his hat in to the race. He's now running for state's rep, so being representative of the state of Florida, the Florida House of Representatives.
Does he know Commissioner Gordon?
All commissioners know each other.
And they have a special Mike Calta light that they shine at night, and it goes over.
It's a fat signal.
It's you could see it for miles. So it's we have the Mike Calta signals.
Except for Mike says he's going to show up and he doesn't.
But Mike, you got to come with a cape and everything. You got to have a full. I heard you driving in. You're using the Ozempic, or you're doing what you're doing again.
Yeah.
But if we're going to have the commissioner and get the light, we got to have you in the suit. So can we get you in that there?
Get a little squeeze into the spandex.
I think you got it. That'd be fantastic.
Dom, thank you.
Mike, thank you, guys.
Tomorrow night here on this radio station, then I'm back again next. Actually, we're off next week, Dom. We're off on the entire week next week.
Well, then let me say my goodbyes now, because I'm in town next week, but then the following 2 Tuesdays I'm going to be in Hawaii with the family.
Oh wow!
So I'm glad you mentioned something. I didn't know you guys are out next week.
Yeah.
Now we can talk about this logistically, because sometimes I'm on vacation. I'll coordinate with Spanish to call in. If you still want me to do that, I can certainly try from the
island.
Well, I mean, it's still the United States. I mean, we're going to be at the Hyatt Hyatt residency.
I don't know if you want to give out the room number. I don't know.
Room 702 and 703. I don't know what the room number is yet. If so, I could coordinate that with him, but I can still always make myself available to you guys, even on vacation. I just 2 weeks is a long time. Well, 3, including next week. I just didn't want to leave you with the listeners hanging.
Yeah, no. I'll get Spanish coordinated with you, and we'll figure it out. And if it works out for you to do it with that time difference in Hawaii, we'll do it. If not, we'll do it when you get back.
If I got to wake up at 4 a.m. or whatever time it's got to be to be on I'll do it, Mike. I'll do it for you and the listeners.
I'm not getting up at 4 a.m. I can tell you that.
No, I think I have to.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be. I'm trying to remember the time. I'll have to figure out the timing.
Jeez. All right. Well, Dom, thank you. Have a great trip if we don't talk to you before then.
Thank you so much, guys, and great to see you. I hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July weekend.
It was great. All right, let's take a break. We'll see you. We'll be back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I have something for you, Galvin.
Okay.
This is from, what was Woodstock, Joe? 1968? 69?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right before I was born, or before Galvin was born. I'm going to tell you these bands. Stop me when you know one, okay?
Okay.
These are bands that played Woodstock.
Okay.
Quill?
Mm-hmm.
Keith Hartley?
Sounds familiar.
Sha Na Na.
Of course, yeah.
How much was Sha Na Na paid to play Woodstock?
Oof.
$5,000.
I was just gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna go even lower. I'm gonna go $3,000.
So I'll give you the money that they were paid, and then what the equivalent of that would be today.
Okay.
Sha Na Na. What do you think? 12 guys in that band? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Paid $700.
$700,
which would be the equivalent of $4,457.
Still not good.
With not enough pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that whenever I was down at Welcome to Rockville, because those are a lot of big bands, but then there's a lot of, smaller, and then some that are just kind of coming up. And I'm like, I wonder what they're getting paid, like the different ones. Yeah. Obviously, the headliner's making a good amount, but there's so many bands that even if you were paying them $20,000, $50,000, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Santana was
big at that point. I'm gonna go Santana got Well, if they got 700, I'm going to go $5,000 for Santana.
I say 3,500.
$750.
Oh my God!
That's $750.
Yes.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Wow. John Sebastian.
John Sebastian.
Who is that?
Got $300.
57 cents.
He got $1,000.
Oh, how did he get more than Santana?
Joe Cocker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, he had to get 2,500.
Plus, he needs a little help from his friends. I'm going to go Joe Cocker. $2,000.
Joe Cocker got would be $8,756 today. Was $1,376.
Oh.
75 rather. Let me see. Leslie West and Mountain got $2,000.
Yeah. All right.
Now, what did the Grateful Dead get?
Grateful Dead got $3,000.
I didn't know until this very minute that the Grateful Dead played Woodstock.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
The Grateful Dead got $2,500.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's close.
Plus
Yes.
all the brown acid they could take.
Yeah.
How about Johnny Winter?
Johnny Winter, he got sunblock, and he got, or is that Edgar? Is the
One of them.
yeah. He got 1,500.
2,600.
Johnny Winter got $3,750. The Grateful Dead only got $2,500.
Yeah.
How about Janis Joplin?
Oh, she got 1,500.
She got $3,000.
Janis Joplin, Big Brother and Holding Company,
Big at
1,200.
The equivalent of what would be $47,760 today. Janis Joplin got $7,500.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. So did Jefferson Airplane and Sly and the Family Stone.
Mm-hmm.
What did the Who get paid?
Oh, the Who got $8,000.
2,500.
$5,000.
The equivalent of $39,482. $6,200.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young got $5,000. Arlo Guthrie got $5,000. Richie Havens got $6,000.
What did Hendrix get?
Hendrix, the highest paid, the equivalent of $114,625. Jimi Hendrix got paid $18,000.
Wow.
Second to Jimi Hendrix. Anybody want to guess?
Second to Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock was Yardbirds.
Nope.
I don't even think.
Nope. They did not play.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know any of that.
This band.
Oh yeah.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears, yeah.
$15,000.
Calm down.
This guy's got a voice.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if there's many better names than Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
No,
Yeah, like
good.
that's great.
Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, Five Finger Death Punch is good.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
Janis Joplin, I said so I got $7,500. Let me see. CCR got $10,000. Joan Baez got $10,000. And Joan Baez got would be the equivalent of $63,680.
Do you imagine, like, you know, obviously the Who has gone through such a long time of $6,000 there to, you know, headlining and doing stuff now, even how much they make, whatever. But do you think that they look at some of these upcoming artists that are making so much money and they're like, do you know how much we got when we played Woodstock? We only got $6,000.
Oh, you know what I think about it all the time is like baseball players like Johnny Bench.
Yeah.
Johnny Bench is always so bitter because he just was right before they started making big time deals. You know, great players that didn't make any money.
Yeah.
That must be so difficult for them.
I can't even imagine. Yeah, like those huge names from back then that were making nothing.
Having to go work another job in the off season.
And didn't really have endorsements. You know, some of them might have had little something, whatever, but it's not like it is now where everybody's endorsing everything.
No, even in somebody told us one time that Leroy Selman used to work at a bank. Like he'd work in the football season, then he'd go work at a bank in Carrollwood.
Crazy.
It's insane. Let's go to Dan. Dan, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show. What do you got, Dan?
Hey, Mike, I heard you talking about fishing earlier. I'd be more than happy to help you learn how to fish.
Well, I know how to fish. I just don't know what to use. Like I'm going to Anna Maria Island next week, and I want to know like if I was going to go to like a pier or a bridge or something. Like I got to get a setup for that.
Okay, I would do 25-pound test line.
Hold on, right?
Braid.
25-pound braided test.
I would do 30-pound leader.
Uh-huh.
If you want to put a couple of split shots on your leader, a 1/0 hook.
Oh my God.
If you get a circle hook, you don't even have to hook the fish. You just start reeling once they bite. The
Right.
circle hook hooks itself.
Okay.
If you're fishing on off a pier or something, try the pylons. You can get sheephead, trout. If you're on a grass flat, you want to do an equalizer, they call it. It's a bobber. You tie that onto your line. Go about 12 inches off from your hook.
And then wait.
Mm-hmm.
You throw
and then, you pretty much set up. You can probably YouTube how to tie a leader on. I mean, I'd have to show you, obviously, physically.
Yeah, I'd YouTube all this stuff.
He says 12 inches for that weight and buy. I would go 14.
You
wanna
really?
give it, you want to
Really?
give it a little extra, a little extra space.
Spanish is challenging your
I'm just saying,
fishing
I'm not
knowledge, sir.
Okay. Well, so
if I'm going by voice alone, this guy knows more about fishing than you do.
Where do you live, sir?
Pinellas Park.
Well, what do you usually do? Where do you usually fish? Like out on the water or from somewhere?
4th Street, Weeden Island, wading. Normally, I don't have a boat at the moment. I have a small boat, but normally, I go wade fishing or I'll go out to the grass flats, catch redfish, trout, snook. If you fish the mangroves, you can get snook.
Yeah.
I usually have a cast net. I catch my live bait, but you can also go to a bait shop and get shrimp, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that was the
one
other
of the main
thing.
things.
What do you recommend? Because like when I go out on the boat, we use squid. You recommend shrimp?
I like shrimp. I like pinfish. Cut bait's also good.
Real quick, not to interrupt you, but Spanish just had a revelation.
Yeah.
Do we know this, Dan?
This is not faggy voice, Dan.
Dan?
Yeah, maybe.
This is FED?
Yeah.
Oh.
You try to man it up so I didn't recognize your voice?
Well, the last time we talked, you said I don't like you, hung up on me, and I was like, I wonder why. What did I do wrong? I don't understand.
You know why. You know why.
No, I honestly don't.
You know
I swear
why.
to God, I honestly don't. I swear to God.
Don't you have kids now?
I have 2 kids. One's adopted, and one's a little girl, 2 years old, that lives with me and my fiance.
She's from your sperm?
Yes, sir.
Why? And where's your fiance at?
At my house.
No, I mean like where? Like how long? Where'd you meet her?
I met her online. We've been together. I'd say off and on 10 years.
Is this the one that had the boyfriend that was in jail?
No.
Can't keep track.
No.
Well,
no, this is a different one.
Told you shouldn't trust his 12 inches.
I still don't like you, Dan. You know why?
Well, I just figured I'd offer some words of advice. I apologize. I didn't mean to intrude on your show.
No. I appreciate your words of advice. I appreciate your words.
If there's anything I can do to make up for anything, I would. I mean, I've definitely manned up in the past years since we've talked, and
I was going to say, Dan sounds like he's mature.
I didn't even recognize your voice.
Yeah.
I do have my own handyman service as well. So.
Are you ready to?
Whoa, what is that?
Are you ready to rock, Dan?
All right.
Don't miss
Carmen, what is going on?
Sorry, no, we are late. I was trying to delete some stuff and it fired off.
Sorry.
One of the
Oh,
sounders.
I apologize. I don't mean to keep you guys.
Dan,
but,
you're
yeah,
back. You're back in good graces. We'll start over.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that a lot.
And thank you for the fishing advice.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
All right.
This is bad fishing advice.
That was a good catch.
Yeah.
Carmen's
Maybe
good.
this guy is a good fisherman. He caught that. He got that was
Damn right.
FED.
I cast a wide net.
Do you remember why we don't like FED?
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to start over.
It's so funny that I was commenting on his voice and didn't even realize it was FED.
That's what tipped me off. Because when you said the thing about his voice, I was like, I've heard him rap before.
Oh, we're like a detective.
Yeah.
You rap. I forgot about that. All right. Thank you to Acid Dom for joining us on the show today. Thank you for your calls. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Galvin will have a brand new open letter.
I will.
Still no Geo tomorrow.
Oh, man. Burger guy.
Great.
Look at Jennifer Lopez. She is something else, man.
Can't sell tickets, but looks good on the beach.
I'd buy tickets for something. Look at her. Oh, what a pretty girl.
When her and who was the other girl with the ass and they did the moon landing where they touched their butts together? Who was that? What video?
Shakira?
No. What's her name?
Oh, Nicki Minaj?
Azalea.
No, Azalea.
Iggy Azalea.
Yeah. Remember they did the moon landing and touched their butts together?
Yeah.
Hot.